Have you ever heard the MCG like that? Are you kidding me? Yeah, are you kidding me? The Carlton gods must be crazy.
Hello, ladies and gents, and welcome back to Bluebaggers Edge, another edition of Raw Reactions. And what a Raw reaction to have. We have sealed our wildcard spot with a draw, of all things. And Atush, who will be joining us a little bit later, has actually said, to quote the great man, he said, "We've sealed our wildcard spot with a draw. What a fucking Carlton thing to do," which is absolutely spot on. Ladies and gents, you are more than welcome to jump on. It is, of course, Raw Reactions. Apologies for the voice. It is a moment for you to jump on, let us know your thoughts, emotions, everything. So feel free to do so. We'll grab, of course, that link and whack it in the chat. And if you are just more than happy to converse through the chat, you can do just that as well. But we'll whack it up there. But first and foremost, to kick things off, we have next to me Mrs. Edge, a.k.a. the wife, a.k.a. Ash.
In the same room. I feel like a curtain has been lifted on the behind the scenes of how this operation runs, and proof that we do live together and we're not dialing in on Thursday nights from, opposite sides of the world, or I don't know, different rooms or houses or something. But I'm only coming on quickly, hence why I have invaded your space. Probably a better way to say it. And I have the full front. Oh my God, there's lights.
There's lights. There's everything. There's production value here.
Oh my God.
And Dean says that's bullshit. She's an AI. Well, in today's day and age, you never know. You never know. She could be a fembot for all you know. Dean, Austin Powers style.
I'm here. I'm real. Touching. There you go.
Yeah.
What a weird day. I'm exhausted. That was just like emotionally exhausting.
Yeah.
And
we knew it was going to happen that way. Like, surely it was never going to be an outright win.
Well, no, I think we did. I don't know. I was getting like Brisbane prelim flashbacks when we were like smashing it in the first quarter, and then in the back of my mind I'm like, oh yeah, surely like we don't lose. And then when they started coming back, I was like, oh my God, we've gotten ahead of ourselves as per usual. It's going to be one of those things where it comes down to next week and then we're probably going to lose, and then St Kilda will somehow make it and we'll never hear the end of it. And all I kept thinking in the back of my mind was like, I can't deal with Collingwood supporters if we don't make it.
Yeah, exactly.
But it was quite strange. And I've watched a couple of videos just on socials of like Triple M and Seven when they interviewed a few players after the game, and they said to them, like, did you know that you could have a draw to then still make it? And they said that they didn't know, but some of the signs that they were holding up, they knew to like hold the game, like protect the win, or protect what they usually have is like protect the win. So they knew that it must have been sealed. So and it also means that we most likely won't face Collingwood in the wild card.
Depends, I think, if we beat Freo.
Yeah, if we beat Freo, then we should face Collingwood. But that's another thing that's like now possibly we have to travel to Adelaide, which probably isn't the best result, to be honest.
No, it's not the most forgiving. I think we play Adelaide very well. We've struggled, in fact. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But Raina, thanks for joining us as always. Says, I did predict a draw. So there you go. And it's all we needed. And I think it was like, midway through the last, and I was like, hang on a second, like St Kilda are still
a game
behind us.
Yeah.
So if we draw, that's 2 points. We get ahead of them and we're sealed. So it's just like, we need a draw. We just need a draw.
And I said, no, we need a win.
Need a win, yeah. We always want to win, but in this case, we felt like a bit like Craig McRae, given the old get up, like Craig McRae. I know, like he's trying to establish a bit of a winning culture, but nothing really behind that. But for us, there's full on stakes. We had to draw to get in.
Yeah,
it happened.
It felt like a win. But it wasn't. It was a bit weird. But really, we should have, like, considering how well we came out of the blocks, we should have like sealed that. Like that should have been sealed, and we shouldn't have let the game escape us, essentially. So a lucky escape.
Darren says, congrats on getting into finals. Great game, fitting result. Both teams didn't deserve to lose. Such an entertaining contest. This is from Darren, who's always supporting us, even though he is a Dons man. And your Dons actually put up a decent fight from the Swans, so against the Swans, by the looks of it. So you'd be a happy man yourself. But thanks for your support as always, mate, especially considering you are a Dons man. But yeah, it was an interesting game towards the back end, and we can probably thank as well the man who was best on ground, arguably, in Richards, for running too far.
Yeah.
Because at that point, he's
we were screaming like maniacs.
His entry inside 50 and what would have been,
Thank goodness they actually paid that, because some questionable ones weren't paid.
Dean, thanks for joining us, says a special good evening to all of our St Kilda friends, and especially one Jack Silvani, who was quoted as saying earlier in the season that he actually felt sorry for us, of course, when we were 1-8. So, Jack, we feel sorry for you in turn. So enjoy that. Raina, playing Fortnite with my niece right now. There you go. I don't know what, I haven't played Fortnite, but as the old meme saying goes, I hope you're winning, son. Yes, same room, exactly right. We are actually existing. Where's Felix? He watched a little bit of the
he watched the last 2 minutes apparently. So my mum's quite superstitious, and she says that every time she watches, we always lose. And then she somehow turned it on in the last 2 minutes. And I was like, if we lost, I would have blamed you, because why would you turn it on if you saw it was that close? Yeah. So he watched the last 2 minutes, apparently. Yes.
And of course, Felix the child, not Felix the cat. So you remembered. Well done, Raina. Andy Knight, of course, who is our local Collingwood man masquerading as many different names. A tush will show up in a choke collar. Talk about lucky the Dogs had stars out. Darcy, English, Bont, left and right. Carlton celebrate like they won the flag. Well, why would you not? I mean, the Pies were celebrating. I mean, look at your coach off the back of a draw. You've got to be trying to establish a bit of a winning culture, even though you haven't won. But in our case, I think well within our rights. We've qualified for finals. And considering where we were, 1-8, I mean, it's got to be one of the biggest turnarounds since 2023, which involved us previously, of course, as well. So, you'd be silly to suggest that we're not worthy of celebrating it.
What was your excuse then? Like, what was Collingwood's excuse then?
Yeah, exactly. Anyway.
Yeah.
Dean says they said in that post-game interview as well,
Yeah, that's what I saw on the socials because we were obviously at the game, so didn't see the broadcast yet
I think you'd be incorrect there, Andy, because we would much prefer to play Collingwood
in Melbourne.
in Melbourne than travel to Adelaide. As I was saying, we don't play Adelaide on their home deck very well, and we've been touched up in recent times from memory.
And we play better finals in Melbourne as well.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, we haven't. When was the last time we won a final interstate? I can't even remember. Maybe Brisbane. Was it Brisbane or Sydney?
Nah,
Crazy.
I can't remember. But we're not scared of Collingwood, if that's what you're suggesting. You've
Yes.
literally won one more game than us. Is that right?
Yes, I think so. Depends.
At the
have a quick
moment.
squeeze. Let's have a look at the. I'll bring up the ladder on screen, and we can have a look together and marvel at it. Share screen. Ladder. So there we go. So now the Pies have won. Oh, they got the 2 draws. So, well, technically, yes, they've only won 1 extra game than us,
Yeah.
but one more draw. So one more.
1.5 games
yeah.
more.
Exactly.
Not scared of you, mate.
Yeah. No.
Mm-mm.
And the Pies are wounded as well in terms of their outs. So we'll wait and see what happens. But I think in terms of, as you said here, where was it? Tank this week. I think it'd be silly to play a fully strength team. I know the AFL have come out and said an empty threat that teams virtually not playing their full strength team are going to be punished in some certain way, but they won't be doing that. But I think it'd be stupid not to manage your best players. I mean, it happens in soccer when they're playing in cups, happens in the NFL. I've spoken about it previously. So happens in different sports, and I think it'd be none different here. Guys, especially that are going to be underdone. Hopefully, of course, Haywood.
Haywood. Yeah, I don't think he's. I think he's done.
Yeah, I think he was just running on adrenaline in terms of that mark, which was amazing. To then go back and kick the goal, I think I was waiting for his foot to fly off his bloody end of his leg. Did not look good the way he landed.
Did he kick it? Surely he would have kicked it with the other foot.
I don't know if it was.
Surely
I'll have to look at the
kicked it with
replay.
the other foot. I
Oh,
don't think he would have been able to kick it with that foot. No way.
he's an absolute maniac. And this is the bloke you might remember in the preseason game against Brisbane. He was doing repeat sprint efforts, running back and forth, and vomited when the ball was at the other end, and then sprinted back after I think he was still vomiting as he was sprinting, and he ended up getting on the end of the ball and kicked a goal. He's just his work rate and him as a competitor, he's incredible. Raina said when we did the ladder predictor a couple of months ago, now on stream. When I said we'll draw one. There you go. Well, you were right then, Raina. You were totally right. Dean says, I take it back. I actually think Damo is the AI. Maybe. Well, I'm learning at a very rapid speed, Dean. So I've learnt half the players' names. You just don't know.
You said Florent before. Instead of
Yeah,
Haywood.
exactly. See, I'm getting mixed up
Uh-oh.
because previous Sydney players. Is that right?
Mhm.
I'm the AI, so I'm going to ask you.
Yes, that's correct. Fact checking. Yes.
Yeah. And you are right there, Annie. I am indeed a sex robot sent back from the future. For one lucky Mrs. Edge. You've just got to plug me in to recharge me as well. My battery life isn't the best. And I do come with different speeds as well, just so you know, if you're wondering, Annie. Darren, let those wounds heal. Mrs. Edge, Blues have a great chance no matter who or where is play.
That's kind.
Thank you, Darren. Well, I mean, we are the most informed team alongside Freo.
Freo. And I saw on, I don't know where it was. I think it was Footy Classified last week. They had our stats from obviously when we started playing well this season, not under the previous leader. And they had some stats from another team. And they compared the two and we were the same. And then they revealed that the team that we were comparing to was Brisbane of 2024 and 2025.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they came good in the back part of
Yep.
pretty much both seasons, yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much like in terms of like what I mean by that, they were like, you know, we're third for this, we're blah, blah, blah. That we were pretty much like exactly the same as what Brisbane were in 2024. Definitely 2024. I'm pretty sure 2025 as well. Anyway.
Yeah. There you go. Well, hopefully that bodes well, some sort of omen of sorts. Cameron, no final wins ever interstate, I think. Really? There you go. Correct. Not from memory anyway. Not in the last 26 years anyway.
That's depressing.
I can only remember it would have been early, sorry, not early 2000, late or early 2010s maybe. We played, I think it was against Brisbane, in Brisbane. And we ended up losing, I think, Sydney as well. But anyway, lost both of those. Dean, let's talk about Fraser again. What a performance. The last time this happened with a coach at Carlton was Jezza in 1978 when he took over from Ian Stewart and Serge Silvani. There you go, yeah.
And on the broadcast, you can see him say, that was shit.
Yeah,
so like
that was shit house.
That was shit. Like the acknowledgement that we didn't play at the standard that we should be playing is also great. And he's not living in some sort of la la land.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, someone in the comments, I think I saw it on Dan Does Footy, put it up. It's funny, someone in the comments said, Dan, there's no audio. And then he's like, yeah, I'll mic him up next time. Of course there's no audio. It's from the broadcast and mic him up. Coaches in the box. But yeah, it's and someone else said as well that if it was Michael Voss, he would have been celebrating anyway, and probably been on his laptop. Someone said, yeah, probably looking for another job. But anyway, yeah, it's good that it shows that he's obviously still holding us to standards. And yes, we got the not the win that we needed, but the draw we needed.
We got the result we needed.
Yeah. But despite that, we're below our standards because, it probably did help. I mean, it would have helped with our Bont playing, especially. English, I think he can kind of combat. He is a good ruckman, but not in the best form this year anyway. So yeah, it's one of those things that we probably should have come away with a win. And we were looking that way early on, and almost bottled it, as they say.
Very lucky.
Just checking the tables now. Jez's home and away that year was 13-3, and for finals it was 1 win, 1 loss. And we know what happened the next year in 1979. Well, I mean, it's a great resurgence. I think it's different to 2023 in the sense that I reckon there was a whole lot of luck that went our way in the back part of that year. And we're just riding with momentum. But, we obviously won against Sydney and against Melbourne. They were great wins in themselves, but you look at both of those wins in isolation and they were both nail-biters. And again, with a bit of luck and probably both, probably more so Melbourne.
Yeah. They
bottled it with the way they just let us virtually go from end to end in that, what it ended up being that move forward and the eventual goal. But I think this time around it's a bit different. We're obviously using momentum, but it's different. We're under obviously a different coach, different game style, and we've adapted to it so easily and so well.
But also different in the sense, like 2023, we finished. I looked it up because we were talking about it this morning. We finished 5th. And obviously this year we've just scraped into finals. So it is a different situation completely.
Darren says, I think unless you're really sore, a la Bont, you're flirting with form if too many are rested. Yeah, I think depends. Like if there's guys there that, there's an opportunity as well to beat Freo, which I probably should get the ladder up again and just see what the permutations are around that, because let's have a quick squeeze. I think there's the predictor there. So around 24. So let's just say, Gold Coast will beat.
Well, it's a dead rubber anyway.
St Kilda will beat Gold Coast. Now, there's obviously it comes down to this game here.
I think Brisbane will win.
You'd think Brisbane, they've got more on the line. They need to win in order to secure a top 4 spot.
Yeah.
Because Hawthorn have got an easy game against West Coast. Melbourne also an easy game against.
Not really.
Well, not really, but
easy-ish.
Yeah. Against the Dogs. And the Cats potentially as well. They have to rely on other teams losing, but they're playing the Tigs, so they'll get a win. So let's just go back through. So we'll say that Brisbane should win.
Yeah.
Let's just say that we win, just devil's advocate.
Melbourne win.
Melbourne win. And then
Who cares?
who cares? Oh, well, actually,
Adelaide win.
well, it doesn't change their prospects anyway.
And then
Who
dead
cares?
rubber.
Dead rubber. Let's give Essendon a win. Just be nice to you, Darren, because you've been nice to us. Sydney and Hawthorn. So that would see us playing Collingwood.
Yeah, so Brisbane have to win and we have to win. What if we lose?
So if we lose, we play Adelaide.
Yeah, so we need to win.
So again, destiny is in our hands, and Brisbane. Well, if Collingwood win, they're still in the same spot. They're still in 8th if they beat Brisbane.
What about if the Bulldogs win?
If the Bulldogs win,
Doesn't change anything from World Cup.
oh well, it does because Adelaide go up.
Oh, yes.
We play Melbourne.
Ooh. What about if Brisbane win?
Wait, who were Adelaide playing? The Giants. Oh well, and if the Giants beat the Crows, then we play the Crows in a wild card. There's still so many different. There's like 4 different scenarios that could really change things.
What about if go up? What about if Brisbane win and Collingwood lose, but all the other things happen?
Melbourne. We'd play Melbourne. So if the Dogs beat Melbourne,
Okay, so we there's 2 chances that we could play still in Melbourne.
Interesting. So I think it's probably within. It's like our best interest to not, use it as an opportunity to rest too many players. Because I think Freo, that they'll be using it as an opportunity to rest some of their players. You would
I
think.
think
Alice Peaks won't play.
if we know that there's 2 opportunity potential, well, it depends. But by Saturday, we'll know, obviously, the result of the Friday night game. So then we'll have a bit more of an idea of what the possibilities are.
Yep.
Hopefully Brisbane win.
Well, gamble responsibly. I'll say that preemptively. But I've got a multi with Jago Rising Star, Dacos, Brownlow, and Brisbane top 4. So hopefully Brisbane win for that so they can secure a top 4. Jonas, of course, g'day, mate. So you'd be up and about as well, fellow bagger. Didn't post this live on the Discord. No, I actually will do that for any of the Supercoach edges out there that are keen to jump on and do a bit of a yarn. Dean says, agree. This is nothing like 2023. That was driven by a handful of A graders playing well at the same time and some luck. The second half of this season has been coaching driven. Yep.
And
exactly.
Anyone who says that we didn't need to sack Voss, what the hell? How can you justify that? There's still people out there that are like, oh, it's not Voss. It's because the players are playing properly now, like they're putting in effort. Why are they putting in effort? There was obviously a reason why they weren't putting in effort against Voss.
Yeah.
Selection integrity, where they were playing on the field, the teams that were playing,
and just the way we're moving the ball.
Just the general our game plan in general.
Yeah. And guys that are in the team now that weren't in the team under Voss.
Yeah.
I mean,
was Billy Wilson playing? No.
Nope.
Burn? Nope.
No. Fleetingly early on, but
barely.
Yeah. So, there was someone on the previous live stream that I don't like, everyone's got an opinion, but was saying that it was set up by Michael Voss and trying to give a bit more kudos than what he's deserving of to Michael Voss. And I'm like, yeah, fair enough. Like the one thing that is existing from the previous game plan is obviously the contest, but I mean, we've always been a pretty good contested team anyway. It's our one wood. It's the outside game and the speed of ball movement and the spread and moving the ball laterally and at all areas of the ground, to the fat side of the ground, switching the play continuously, which is what we saw tonight as well. So, yeah, it's definitely driven by the coach. And as you've rightly said there, Dan, Fraser said in his presser, will not be resting players unless they are genuinely injured.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah.
We heard that in the car.
Yeah, it's a bit of a fine balance between, doing it rightfully because there are guys that are maybe, a bit sore, but also you don't want to be throwing out the team
Dynamic.
and
Yeah.
chemistry and everything else, and flirting with form,
Yeah.
because it can happen. I think back to when, like, one of the most famous times of when another team rested players was when Ross Lyon was coaching Freo. I think they were playing Hawthorn in the last round. I can't recall what happened in that final series, but I think they were riding high, Freo. But I'd like to go back, and if anyone knows, I can't recall what season it was, but you probably just type it into Google and let you know through AI. But, or I might be able to tell you because I'm AI. Beep boop. Or you think you would, but anyway, yeah, it's something to factor in, and just a bit of a fine balance there. Who gets rested? Like, if we rest any players, who do you think would? I mean, the VFL team had a bit of a win as well. I don't know who we
Well,
would.
you would assume Haywood's out. You
Yeah,
would assume.
yeah. There's
So
no need to play him even if he is
no. So who would
50-50.
come? So who would come in for Haywood?
Maybe Flynn Young, maybe
Would Ison? No,
Ison, yeah, maybe.
maybe.
Don't know how he performed today, but
Yeah,
yeah, one of those. There you go. Yep, you're right, Dan. Ison
yeah.
might be a
Ison,
chance.
I reckon. And Ison wasn't Ison named as an emergency or part of the extended squad?
Yeah, he was. Yep.
Yeah, so I would say he's on the on that fringe.
Just trying to find the. They haven't got the emergencies listed. It's strange. Sorry, Jonas, you said there, happy enough with the draw. We can't let Ned Richards type off the chain in the finals, though. That was a tough watch. Yeah, he was always going to be that man. Like, he's always a danger man, but without Bont there, I think it should have been an easy shutdown job on him, or at least, not shut down, but try and keep him accountable, because he was left to roam free. He's just an absolute endurance machine, and he had his way with us, really. And could have been, without that running too far, could have been the match winner as well. He was, I think, he was the best on ground, for sure. But that would have been the cherry on top for his dominant performance if he was able to not run too far, bomb it inside 50, they get a mark, they get a score, we're done. But yeah, it was very much a tough watch. Dogs, is there a chance to win at the MCG versus Melbourne, who have to win? Yeah, there's more on the line for them, but funny things have happened. Call for his sacking when I rang the club after that Richmond loss.
You rang the club. I'm so curious how this works. Who did you speak to?
It probably would have been some membership.
What did they say? Do they just listen, or?
Yeah, it's like probably a therapy session. They just sit back and...
Is there a dedicated person to take those phone calls?
Yeah.
I spoke to someone once after I complained because of the bobbleheads. You know how there's always issues with the bobbleheads?
Yeah.
This was years ago, not recently. Yeah. It's someone from membership that called. Because they made you pre-register for a bobblehead, but then the registration didn't mean anything. And when you got there, the bobbleheads were gone.
It was just data.
It was just a data collection thing for their sponsor.
Pretty shit ass.
Yeah. Anyway, we don't even bother with bobbleheads anymore.
No. Well, the last one was Fev, and it looked nothing like him at all. Like, didn't even have the chin. I'm like, that's the one feature that, like, you could literally just tack onto anyone's head, and like a caricature, and you'd say, oh yeah, that's Fev, but none of that. Like, it had the dreads and stuff as well. It was very strange. I don't know. Jagger was shit average today. It has the rising star on the bag though, even though it should be Dean. Walsh was huge. Not that champion data scored him properly. It happens, and you know full well as well, Jonas, seeing as though you're a big super coach like myself. I've got him on my team, and we are both of the opinion, and there's other people as well out there that say the same thing, that the scoring system is broken because he doesn't get scored to the way that he should. And we've played enough of Supercoach to know that the impact the players have on games, like Rankin, for example, he was, you'll see the champion data ranking when you're watching the broadcast, it pops up with the scores on the bottom. And Rankin was 223 or something ridiculous, and that wasn't a 223 game. But anyway, we'll chat about that on Supercoach Edge, but it's a very good point that you made there, Jonas.
I think Dean should be the rising star also.
He's had a great season for sure. Speaking of Dean though, let's just a bit of a segue. Again, incredible, like getting in the face of, I've noticed as well that when he cops a hit, it's like anyone that is a bit of a nerd comment to make, but the original Mortal Kombat film that was released 3 or 4 years ago, the main character, Cole Young, his superpower was absorbing hits and then turning it into like an attack. That's virtually Dean. He copped a massive hit from what's his name, Arthur Jones,
Hardy.
Artie Jones,
Yeah.
and got up, and he like turned it into an attack and like got into Artie Jones. It was like, it's like he feels pain, and he's like, you know what? I'm going to inflict that same pain on someone else.
And
I
then
love it.
starting the brawl at halftime and then just walking out of it while it
Yeah.
continued was hilarious.
Classic.
Equally hilarious, Rory Lobb having a dig
Oh, yeah.
at Hayward about his hairline. Mate, I'm sure Will Hayward would have a dig at himself about his hairline.
Exactly. He's like the last bloke you should be having a go at. And you
Like-
think you're going to get under his skin. Like, he takes the piss out of, like, remember the roaming,
Yeah.
the walking Will? He was taking the piss out of
Cowan's
Cowan.
hairline. He takes the piss out of his own hairline.
Exactly.
Grow up.
Yeah, pretty stupid.
I mean, they probably can't really say much to each other anymore, so probably hairline's about as exciting as it gets, to be honest.
Yeah, which is why initially I thought that, what's his name, Lob was
Saying
having a
to
crack at Cowan.
Nah, he was doing it because I saw Will respond, and
Yeah, stupid.
that was right in front of us.
G'day, bruh. The board stuffed this club for 5 years by hiring Voss. Yeah, I always say there's always a silver lining out of a shit situation, and this is Fraser is our silver lining out of the Michael Voss situation.
Everything happens for a reason.
Exactly. So as shit as it was, we're at the other end. And,
We had a prelim with him. We're like, we can't discount that, lucky
Yeah.
or not, but we'll take that. And everything happens for a reason.
Yeah. G'day, Al. How are you, mates? Happy days indeed. Go Blues. Mate, up and about we all are, for sure. Dean, people need to stop giving any more credit to Voss. Last 13 weeks are actually embarrassing for him. Fraser has achieved more improvement in 13 weeks than Voss did in his entire tenure.
Yeah, and it discredits the work that Fraser and the coaching team have been doing. Like, to then pull it back to, Voss set it up. Well, how can he set it up and not execute?
Exactly. And you think of it in terms of Fraser's been with Carlton for a season, not even a
Yeah.
season. Like, this year is his first year at the club.
Yeah.
And he's been able to turn things around so quickly. So that speaks even more, I think, to Voss's inability to get the best out of the team, despite the fact he was with us for seasons on end. Pretty piss poor. And it just shows, I've said it across the journey, like in terms of his inability and unwillingness to adapt his game plan. And he was kind of like trying to fit, a square peg into a round hole and trying to get the best out of the team with that. It's like, it just doesn't work like that. So, Fraser, outside perspective, coming from Collingwood, and yes, Collingwood supporters, if you're joining us, you can say that.
I can't wait. I cannot wait to
Try
hear.
and claim it.
Of course, Carlton can only win when a Collingwood person's at the helm. Rah, rah, rah.
Yeah.
Just wait for it.
Uh,
Collingwood.
yeah. They always have to try and
Shoehorn into everything.
Exactly. Darren says, thanks, Trusted Blue supporter, giving Dons a win. I hope we don't have a win is a better option. Got to pick one. Yeah, I think we've been there many times before, Matt. And we feel we can relate to that sentiment and feel your pain, but also your hope of keeping on to pick one. Because let's be honest, I mean, you definitely need it. And I think it was North Melbourne stuffed themselves up by having a win in the last round, 3 seasons ago now with Harley Reid. They got an empty win and cost themselves Harley Reid. So you don't want to be doing that. You've had a season long of pain, and what's one more week of pain? Gifting yourself
Not going to change anything.
the best talent in the draft, mate. So you've got that to look forward to anyway. Brass says, do we even have the right kind of tagger for a player like Richards? Yeah, probably not. I mean, he's probably in the same mould as a Dacos, can run all day. But you can try and at least limit him at the stoppage with clearance work and everything else. I think around the ground he's so hard to keep up with, but at least try and have like a bit of a, even if it's Hewitt, for example, playing a defensive, role, even though you kind of need Hewitt for his in and under offensive ability, but you can maybe even just try and quell him for a moment because he was so off the chain and limit him at the stoppage and then just go your own way type thing. But yeah, it begs the question. Dean, thanks Stephen Silvani for Lockie O'Brien. Great selection ahead of Zach Bailey, Ed Richards and Brent Daniels. Yeah. You can probably apply that logic to
A few.
a few teams and a few different players as well.
Yeah.
Yes, Dean. I had to double check that you weren't my best mates. Clint there, who's actually the comment after you, quite coincidentally. So I'm starting to wonder, Kerm, aka Clint, whether or not you are actually Dean, because this is a comment that he would make. Because I used to love Laurie Angwin, um, one of the untapped talents that, even though he's a bit of a dickhead off field, I think that cost him his career, but a great talent. But you've said there we need Laurie Angwin and Carl Norman bobbleheads. Imagine that. And they've got to go as a duo as well. Um, yeah. Laurie Angwin, I think, got given the arse, and then it was Carl. Fools. But yeah, up the Blue Baggers, of course.
Bangers.
The Blue Bangers. I'm surprised he didn't say Kelton without the R. He knows that gag. Daz, I hope Icing gets a crack. Yes, he does. Has a fair bit of talent, doesn't he? Bukaki Kamas had some shocking kicking errors in the back line. I don't want to pay good money for 4 years of that.
We were mucking around saying, you're not meant to kick it to him yet.
Yeah, we're not teammates yet. Arena, call about something else when you call a club or any service centre until you work your way up to someone on the top.
Okay, now I need to know who you spoke to because I'm so curious.
Yeah.
Who did you talk to?
Interesting.
So good.
Very interesting. Dean, Will Hayward has so much money he could buy Leroy Lobb. Hayward is from one of the wealthiest families in Adelaide. There you go. Didn't know that. Intriguing. Must say as well, Hayward didn't have the best game. Like, his kicking was wayward. Wayward. But I don't know why he was playing. He was playing more as a deep defender. Sort of was a bit weird. But turned over the ball a few times, but more than made up for it with that mark and goal
his ankle.
After snapping his ankle, which, as it turned out, was a crucial goal that helped seal the draw. So, Hayward, you are excused. And I think he probably, in his own mind, I reckon, took the mark and he's like, first and foremost, I want to make up for the errors that I've been doing, but also I just want to, when you take a great mark, you don't want to be handballing it off.
Follow it through, yeah.
Yeah. Fraser has been a development coach for Carlton. Yeah, he was. He was a few seasons ago. Went across to the Pies, coached the VFL team there, and done a great job. Daz was a bloody joke. What my boy Walshy got in Supercoach, played so well. Not only today,
has he scored less than his impact?
Yeah, he was probably one of our better. I mean, Cripper had a great game as well. We'll go through the stats in a moment, but yeah, I think he was probably our second best midfielder behind Cripper. Foss set up a steaming pile of shit for the club to dig out of to have the greatest comeback in AFL history.
He's certainly written himself into the history books.
Yeah.
Not necessarily for the right reasons. Well, 2023, yes, but now. But you know what? Once Fraser is appointed coach, there is no need to utter this man's name again. We are past that era. We are done.
Yep, exactly.
We finished. We don't talk about ghosts of Carlton's past, aka Mick Malthouse, Brendan Bolton, David Teague, Brett Radden.
Voldemort. Whoops, said his name. Yeah, there's
no need to talk about them.
Yeah, I saw on, I didn't watch the full video, so I can't really comment, but anyone that watches, there's another content creator, Blues Kind. He did a video recently on Michael Voss and why the club shouldn't have sacked him.
Well, we didn't sack him.
Apparently, yeah. Or giving him a tap on the shoulder, whatever, or come to an agreement heading into this year. But I think you could probably say, given the results and his first 9 weeks of 1-8, that we probably should have sacked him. I think that kind of speaks for itself.
No, I think there was always a plan.
And I think that plan was potentially, I'd love to hear, they'd never admit it, but there was a bit of murmurings.
When they were trying to get that, supposedly, who were they trying to get? Was it Craig McRae?
Yeah, Scott? I think it was Craig McRae, but there was, even after that, suggestions that there was something in the mix with Graham Wright that he had set foundations in case, and this is part of the reason why we kept Voss on, that, and as it turned out, was potentially Josh Fraser, because we brought him across from Collingwood.
Yeah, I think that was definitely intentional, with the feeling that if things don't turn around, which they probably knew it wasn't, that we've got Fraser ready to go.
Yeah. So in retrospect, it kind of makes a bit of sense now. And he's always calculating that, of course, Graham Wright. So if that was the foundation that he set, well, shit, he's a very good forward thinker, that's for sure. Past the era, this era shall be referred to as AV after Voss. Yeah, not AC after Christ. Darren went to correct, missed, and sent the silly message. No, we got it. You decoded it. Thank you.
I write like that, so I completely understand.
I'll just grab as well anyone that is keen to jump on. Don't be shy. We don't want to be, of course, right on the coattails of great Terry's week. Ran into Terry on the way out.
Yeah.
And I stupidly said, I only realised after the fact, and I'm like, how good was that fucking win? And I'm like, hold on a second. Always a draw, but virtually it was a win because that's all we needed was 2 points. And I think Terry gave me a bit of a funny look as well. I don't know if it was because he didn't recognise me or if because he was like, hang on, we didn't win. And we're kind of like in the sea of people. He was going one way, we were going the other. And it was like, I was grabbing his hand and like we were being swept away by the current of people.
Hang on. If you...
what was that?
In both your views, who do you want to meet in the finals first up? Collingwood.
Yeah, Collingwood.
Because I just would that would be the fairy tale.
And we want redemption.
And I want to be able to say, these what is it? I've forgotten
These arseholes.
These arseholes have been giving it to us. Oh yeah. What is it?
Get a big dog
Get
up
a big dog up you, Collingwood.
You fucking deserve it. Fuck you all. And then you.
So that would be the dream scenario.
It would be. And we owe them, really, because they kicked us out of finals contention in 2022.
Yeah.
We haven't beaten them in the home and away series for how long now?
Years. And as I said, they've only won one game more than we have and a draw. So 1.5 games more. And they've been acting like they've been winning, week after week, and that they're up here and we're down here. So I'd love to give them a reality check. But I also don't know if I'd be able to cope with a Carlton Collingwood final, to be honest.
Yeah, I know, but just imagine the win off the back of that. It'd be so much sweeter. And it'd be funny because I imagine Collingwood supporters would come back and say, well, it's one win over past 8 games, whatever, but we can just come back with, well, it's the sweetest of victories because it means more. So there you go. It'd be very nice. But of course, and it would allow us to go to the game. I think playing Adelaide, I guess it'd be shit, but the fact that we wouldn't be able to go as well, that would be
that would be sad.
Quite sad as well. One way is through corporate sales or even hospitality complaints. Finding the right person can lead to a surprising outcome.
Were you the reason why Michael Voss has departed the club?
Yeah, you've been quite quiet on this, Raina. Is there something you want to fill us in on? Are you actually Graham Wright? And you're just being kind to us and saying, go through these avenues. I said one time with Telstra, I received over $1,800 in credit and also received 1 year of no billing.
Please tell us your ways.
Yes, exactly right. It sounds like you are Graham Wright because you got away with words by the sound of it, or threats, whatever it may be. It's working. Terry mentioned on his live, some weirdo dude came up to him after the game. Damn, that was you. Yeah, probably one of many.
Send him a message.
Yeah, that was,
so he knows it was you.
One of many. Now we'll go through just quickly. So they flashed this up on screen. These stats. Crazy to think we had an extra 112 more disposals and 77 more kicks of those. Was like crazy. So it's like overuse of handball. I think that kind of almost saw us come unstuck. Which is good. Like normally we've been able to get away with things. Like last week against St Kilda, there was a passage of play that could have ended in one of the best goals all season. It was like 10 handballs in a row, like weaving through congestion, and Cripper snapped it and missed. But I think we've got to kind of know our limitations as well, because there are opponents like tonight against the Dogs. They were pressuring us quite well because I think they knew that we were preferring to use hands. And we turned over the ball a few times due to that. But I think, as you can see there, like the kicks, uncontested marks, which we'll go through in a moment, no doubt, was an area that the game that we're just trying to virtually just keep hold of the footy. Short kicks and everything else. I mean, there was a point there we were trying to enter inside 50 and we're trying to hit up short kicks and they just were not working. Because the Dogs are virtually like packing our inside 50, their defensive 50. And I think that the best thing to do there was either like switch the play, which I think it was Bunsen Burner at one stage, switch the play on the 50-meter arc, and we were able to have an entry inside 50 via a different avenue on virtually the fat side of the 50, where it was open space, got a mark and kicked a goal, which is kind of what we should be doing as opposed to just bombing it in long. But it was one of those things that I think we kind of just needed to do that as opposed to just trying to be too cute.
Yeah.
But inside 50s, look at that discrepancy there.
Yeah.
The Dogs 58, so 8 above their season average. We were 4 below our season average, but 58 inside 50s, they had 22 scoring shots, same as us, obviously. So in that respect there, we were actually more efficient inside 50, given that. So very interesting.
Can you look at our player stats and who had the most meters gained?
Yes, we can. Yeah. So we'll have a look at this. Meters gained.
We are not lying when we
Oops.
say that Blake Acres runs around by himself for most of the game. The stats prove it.
Yeah, but he actually played a really good game.
He did. He played
I'm
really
very
well.
surprised he had 32 disposals.
Yeah, he played really well.
But he was used a fair bit more compared to what he was the
last
previous
2 weeks.
couple of weeks. Yeah. But yeah, he was great. Back into that old role that in the wing that he's crafted himself into virtually for so long, so well. So good to see there. Back to the stats though.
Sorry.
Disposal efficiency. No, very good point. 77.2%. So we're almost 8% better than the Dogs, which again surprises me. Efficiency inside 50, you can see there 43.8% to 39.7, given the number of inside 50s by both teams there. Free kicks, there you go, 23 to the Dogs, 15.
Yeah, but it's not always about what's paid, it's what's not paid.
Yeah, of course. And I mean, the howler, which I saw the highlight, the AFL website clipped up as well, that non throw
Yeah.
free kick. So that
there resulted in a goal.
Yeah, exactly. And apparently the commentators were going off and saying, how could you miss that?
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous. And there's actually an account on Twitter, X, that is has the stuffed up, it's called. Apparently it's a former umpire or they umpire at a certain level who says that it's a correct call based on the letter of the law saying that it was it's not about disposal, like the correct disposal. It's about having
the
intent or whatever it is, which is ridiculous because it comes down to per opportunity, which he did have. And the fact that he didn't handball was incorrect disposal. Caught with it, should have been holding the ball.
But then,
could
you not say that any throws got the intent to be a handball?
Exactly. And what about, there was I forget who it was, caught kicking in the action of kicking, missed his foot for us.
Yes.
And we were caught holding the ball. So you can argue the exact same thing.
Yeah,
so
he had the intent to kick it.
Yeah.
No, that was a howler, that one.
Ridiculous. Yeah, that one that they missed. But thankfully, it didn't dictate the result.
Well, it did. Because if you didn't get that, we might have won.
Oh, true. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, we probably would have been crying foul if we needed to win as opposed to just having a draw. Clearances, so pretty even across the board there. Contested possessions, now that was the most even of the night. Now, it's funny looking at this. I mean, we had 9 more compared to the Dogs, but look at the uncontested possessions. We had 104 more than them. And going up here, as you can see, in terms of disposals, that would be largely the discrepancy there. A lot of those being uncontested. Turnovers are exactly the same, 75 apiece, and the marks as well, which does tie in with uncontested possessions and number of kicks as well. So that's crazy. We almost more than doubled it. So pretty crazy there. Marks inside 50, 10 apiece. And as you can see there, 12 goals, 10 for both. Tackles, 55 to 62. Tackles inside 50, that's a big one. Always like to look at this stat because it shows how obviously defensive, how well a forward line is working defensively, the pressure they're putting on, and the Dogs did it better than us, to the tune of double the amount of tackles inside 50 that we had. And 1%ers, obviously Shepherds, Spoils, Smothers, all that sort of stuff, 54 to 37.
Cooper Lord had a beautiful smother.
He did, absolutely did. He played a really good game again, I thought. Played his role as a role player, so there you go. I'll go back to the comments. Name dropping helps, says Raina, in order to get your way.
Who do you name drop?
Or is it you? You're name dropping yourself, Raina, and saying, "Do you know who I am?" Daz, if you beat the Pies, you should hold up a billboard, no peeing on trees as the Pie supporters leave early.
They won't pee if they lose, I reckon. I think it's a winning thing. I wouldn't put that one.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Well, that is a part of the English language, of course.
Yeah, but not PC.
I think Errol Goulden set a new record meters gained. Jesus,
Oh my God. What was he doing?
that is crazy. That is insane. So that's a kilometre.
Yeah. Who the hell was meant to be on him?
Yeah, he racked it. I think he had 40-odd disposals, 44 disposals or something. So it is Essendon. Apologies, Daz. But had his way for the Dons, did he ever? Let's have a quick look at the player stats. So Haynes, I think, was immense as well. He was incredible.
Yeah.
Great to see Weeders return, which was good. Didn't throw it out of defence, I don't think. Took a couple of nice intercept marks and everything.
Marks.
But I think Haynes, he was insane. Like 26 disposals as a defender.
Yeah.
11 marks. I'd love to see the amount of those that were intercept, but he was even marshalling the defence in terms of setup and stuff as well. I was watching him very closely when the player wasn't in his vicinity, just marshalling guys upfield, saying get in position and everything else. So great game by him. Ollie Florent, also a great game by him. I think his run and carry and his vision and ability to hit up passes laterally, switch the play. He looked really good. Great game by him.
Had some good marks as well.
He did. Yep. 10 marks, which was... so Georgie Boy Hewitt had the most with 12, which is surprising. But Hainsey, 11. Weeders with 10. And yeah, there you go. So the three defenders there. Hainsey, Weeders, Florent, 11, 10, 10. Akers with his link-up play we spoke about earlier. The Gov, so he started like a house on fire, which was good. First goal for us. 1 goal, 2.
First point and then first goal for us.
Yes, it was. Yep. Cooper Lord, you can see the 17 disposals. I think he played a good game in terms of his role. Billy Wilson, great game again. Like he's starting to really get his hands on the footy as well in recent times. Regular 20 disposal games over the past month, I reckon, at a guess. But really, a really great game by him. Disposal, actually, I just want to have a quick look at filtering with my stats, disposal efficiency. 92.6%. That doesn't surprise me. He was very clean with the foot, as he is most weeks, but he was laser-like. I like to call him the Billy Bullets, the way he kicks the footy. Not just high up and unders, but like direct kicks, which is such a rare talent when it comes to especially defenders. So a great game by him. Florent, again, 92.9%, so our most efficient player on the ground.
And 28 disposals as well, not 10 disposals at 100%.
Exactly. So the degree of difficulty there with the amount of disposals is incredible.
Yeah.
Cotters, interesting game by him. I don't think he really stood out.
He probably needed a goal.
Yeah. Yep.
I think he had one opportunity in particular.
Mm.
He probably needed a goal, and that would have been like, he had a decent game.
Yeah.
He had an okay game.
Just in terms of hitouts, so Pito having great back-to-back games. Really, he wiped the floor with Lob, who's big-bodied himself, but in the ruck, there you go.
And apparently he was a bit lippy as well. I don't know what he said or who he said it to, but when there was that scuffle...
Who's that?
Pito.
Yeah. He had a go at... Who was it? Because he took the mark, kicked the goal.
Oh, yes.
And he did like the flex and then pointed. Anyone in the chat, let us know.
Was it Bukukamis?
I don't think it was Bukukamis.
I think it was.
Was it?
Pretty sure.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, it was very strange. Like whoever it was having a go at him, and he pointed, said,
I'm
"Stick that
pretty
up, yeah."
sure it was Buku Kamis.
Um, there you go. Yeah, I mean, Rory Lobby was virtually operating one out. Only had only had Matt Kennedy getting an extra hit out aside from him. So I
Yeah.
can't recall who was actually a relief ruck for Rory Lobb. I think he was on ground for I think 85% time on ground, so pretty good for in that roll one out. Let's just go back through. We'll sort it by disposals. Get rid of the other team. Make it easy. So Cripper with 34 disposals, 18 of which were contested, 6 tackles, 26 pressure acts, which was the most for us. Score involvements. I don't think I've got it here. It's to advanced. He had 6. Akers was our most or the biggest contributor when it comes to score involvements with 7. Jagger with 6. Walsh with 5. There you go. Interesting. We'll go back through. So Walsh with 33. Blakers with 32. Georgie Boy with 30. And he went off for a little bit as well, Georgie Boy. Like, I think it's 77% time on ground.
Yeah.
Because I think it was Waitman put his foot out.
Yeah,
and when he went to go mark the ball, I hate that. And it annoys me because Toby Green did it a few seasons ago, and the AFL came down hard and said that the umpires would be paying a free kick against. And he was doing just that. He put his studs out and got Georgie in the thigh
Hip.
or the hip. Geez, that would have hurt because he like lifted up his jumper to see what the damage was as well and went off the ground. Came back on. He copped another hit as well, Georgie, but solid game by him, that's for sure. Didn't have as many meters gained, but I think where he did his work was obviously at the contest and link up play and everything else, and did enough. Spoke about Florent, Billy, Hainsey. Jagger didn't have the cleanest game, that's for sure. I think his disposal efficiency would have been down. Be keen to see what that is. Wasn't the cleanest user this time around. Where is he? There is 68%. So no surprise to see that, but he's allowed to have that. I think he's had some pretty good games across the journey for us, that's for sure. Whilst we've got it up.
I love Jag, but sometimes you can literally see the cogs turning in his brain.
Yeah.
Like, as in, like, he almost, like... Wait, wrong way. He almost, like, does that before he decides what he's going to do, like, from a handball point of view, in the direction.
Emotions, yeah.
Yeah, it's really strange.
Yeah, because I think he's always like a first-use handball type guy once he gets possession, unless he's out in space. But even so, like he's always handballing backwards. I don't know if that's just the style of his game that he's just used to doing. But yeah, he's it's one of those things. I think he just needs to, in terms of adapting to the speed of senior footy,
just go for it.
Yeah,
don't hesitate.
Yeah, because I think he
works it through as he's doing. Like, how do you explain? Like, he's like thinking it through, but kind of half doing it while he's thinking of it.
Yeah, and it's what's the phrase? Is it telegraphing it? Telegraphing it to the opposition, because it gives them an idea. Okay, well, he's going to
go that way. Yeah.
So it kind of gives away what he's going to do, so then they can just target the teammate that he's about to handball to. So I'm sure
he does it. Doesn't do it all the time. Only sometimes.
I'm sure he'll iron it out of his game, but yeah. Oh, there he is. Pistol Pete has joined us.
Hey, Dad.
This is the trio that of us that go to the footy every week. So there you go. Let us know your thoughts, Pete, in terms of standouts from tonight's game. So Errol's in his Supercoach team, which he had him as his captain. Great game by him, as you'd know. Daz Blues definitely found one in Dirksen. Yeah, and just speaking of Dirksen, my word, what was he thinking? And they spoke to Fraser about it in the presser. Marked the ball on the line with Frankie kicking that high up and under kick, virtually marked on the line. And they asked Fraser, what was the intention there? And he's like, I have no idea what he was thinking.
I think he forgot what end he was at.
It's the only thing. But he like marked it and then went back and kicked it. And on the broadcast, they were saying as well, like it was actually his goal and his first goal in senior footy as well. So what a way to actually...
Oh my God.
So maybe, I don't know if he was thinking that, like, yes, this is my opportunity. Surely not, but it's obviously instinctive. Maybe he thought there was like an opponent next to him that was ready to spoil it. So he was like, I'll just protect the ball and mark it. Yeah, anyway, he got the mark, got the goal. Very funny. Cottrell stupidly handballed to Burn right in front of goal, who fumbled it instead of kicking the goal himself. Yeah, that'd be it. That's the moment.
Yeah.
Don's tried many on Gould, and he was amazing, so fit. Yeah, and that's, again, endurance players, like midfielders, they're so hard to try and limit because they always find a way to get their hands on the footy. They can play, roam wherever they want and, yeah, get away with it. G'day, Pete. The other Pete, Peter B. Our mid to forward connection was poor at times. Yeah, it was something that was off in this this week anyway, because it's been so good previously. Lewis Young would have been a bit more useful than Dirksen, as it would have allowed Harry to main forward. Also, Lewis Young could have pinched hit in the ruck. Yeah, well, I think Dirksen, he played a bit of that role by pushing forward. So it allowed almost Harry to, go into the ruck as a relief or go off the ground. So, yeah, that's why I think that, Lewis Young, he was very stiff to lose his spot, but as it's turned out,
Someone said, I don't know who said it earlier, that he didn't have a great game in the VFL today.
yeah, I think that was Dean. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Daz, I'm with Mrs. Edge. I think it was Buku and Pito having a crack at each other, and that Waitman is a dirty bugger quite often. Yeah, he is. He definitely is. Missed an easy shot as well, Waitman, if you remember.
couple, didn't he?
Yeah,
no, that was
it was on our end,
Norton.
remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, Norton missed an easy one as well. Just looking at the rest of the stats. So some clean users of the footy in the first, 8-9 players. We'll go back through just to see the goal scorers as well. So Hayward with 3. So that's interesting.
I didn't feel like he kicked 3.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, it's interesting. Here I am shit canning him about his disposal, which wasn't the best. And he did turn it over a couple of times, but it must have been down the other end from where we were.
Yeah, it must have been.
I'm just a blur. Apologies, Will.
Wilbur.
Yeah. Harry with 2 goals, 1. Frankie Boy, again, another great game by him. His tackling, gee whiz.
Should have been 3 goals himself.
Yep. And Frankie goes to Hollywood and back again. Pito with that goal and abuse that he dished out. Gov with 1 goal, 2. Cooper Lord with 1. Kempy with 1. And Blakers with 1 as well. So, there you go. I think, Taylor Byrne had a bit of a quiet one. Did a couple of nice moments in terms of his attack on the footy and obviously his usual tackling.
I think that's allowed, though. He's
a youngster.
He's a youngster, but also he's been has had some pretty big games as well.
Yep.
The last few. So,
yeah,
it'll be interesting to see what the team looks like next week. But I don't think there's going to be bulk changes.
No. Actually, I might see if we can bring up the stats for the VFL. Also got this up as well. I was keen to see. So there we go. Just a bit of an insight as to who I think Lucas Camporelli played pretty well.
Yeah, Dad said that.
Lucas with 32.
Ollie Hollins.
Ollie Hollins, 31. Sardi with 25, but Fogarty with 25. Ben Camporelli, 23. Flynn Young with 3 behinds, 22 disposals. Boydie with 21 and 1. Charleston, 18 and 1. Cody Walker, 15 and 1. Liam Reedy with 14, 26 hitouts and 1 goal. Ashton Moyer, 1 goal, 2. Jack Ison didn't hit the scoreboard, 12 disposals. Hudson O'Keefe, 3 goals. And that's it for our AFL listed players playing in the VFL. So I wonder, if it's at all, Hudson O'Keefe, do we give him a reprieve? One last shot? I don't know.
I don't think it's the time of the year to be experimenting.
No. Well, it's the question, like, who goes out of the team? Like, if we were to rest anyone,
We're not allowed to rest.
oh, sorry, or manage, um, clumsily forget to put someone's name on on the team sheet for next week. Let's just put it that way. Who would go out? Like, who do we?
I think it could be some of those youngsters that need a rest, maybe.
So maybe that man that we just spoke of, the Bunsen.
Yeah.
Could we give Dean a bit of a rest? I mean, we got Weeders back. He's been copping it. Like, he copped a few hits,
Yeah.
obviously, tonight as well.
Yeah.
He would be probably against it, Dean himself. He'd be like, nah, put me
He
in.
would be livid.
He'd say, put me in with one leg. I couldn't care less. It'd be like that Monty Python skit where the knight gets all of his limbs chopped off and he's down to one, or most of his limbs chopped off and he's down to one leg, and he's like, it's but a flesh wound. Come at me, come at me.
Also, we talked about this on the walkout. Can you imagine Dean and Patrick Voss?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a draw card, that. That would be, what do they call it in the UFC? That's the feature fight virtually.
But I'd be very worried that Dean would get rubbed out.
Well, yeah. Well, he's not going to win the Rising Star anyway.
Doesn't matter. We need him for wild cards,
Yeah.
and he could win the Rising Star.
Oh, he could. Yeah.
You don't know.
But yeah, those two are probably the gimmies, I think. Because yeah, the youngsters, I mean, they've been playing pretty well. Wilson may be the other one, but
Yeah.
he's been in the system for long enough now to. I think he's adapted now to senior footy. But if we wanted to do him, I don't think there's really anyone else that is sore. I mean, Jager was managed in game last week against St Kilda.
I don't think there's going
No.
to be changes, to be honest.
No, I think yeah, we'll and Frey seems like the sort as well that
Integrity.
yeah, integrity, which he has been very strong on, which is
Yeah.
great. And he wants us to finish the home and away season strong and hopefully get a win with the best players
Yeah.
to then have the
Secure
best shot.
home final.
Yeah, virtually it would be a home final, like against
Yeah.
whether it be against Melbourne or Collingwood. Like, we're going to go out in droves.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter. It's in Melbourne against whoever. The naughty man missed several easy shots, which helped us a lot. Hayward kicked 3 early goals, including the one just before he came off.
Yeah, remember that one.
Yep. Hudson O'Keefe has kicked 3 goals this game and 5 against the Saints. Get him in. Yep. Well, that's fair enough. Selection integrity, for sure. If there's someone that we want to give a bit of a rest to in terms of tools. Don't blame Dirksen for kicking. Thank you. Thank you, interpreter. Kicking the goal. I've done exactly the same thing when I played you.
You beauty. Teammates shook their head laughing.
Are you on the whiskies again, Darren? He was on the whiskies last live stream, or Scotch, or one of the two. I think it was the whiskies.
No, I reckon it's spell check.
Spell check's getting you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We'll give you a stay of execution there, Daz. Brian.
Lions. He's correcting himself.
Oh, okay. Yep. Drop Dirksen for Hudson O'Keefe. Well, it would kind of throw out, because Hudson O'Keefe can only play up forward or relief ruck. So it probably would mean that we'd need to shift someone from the forwards into defence. So maybe, a Gov, which I think Gov has proved himself to be
forward,
more of a better forward.
Yeah.
So we'd need to restructure things there. But I see your point for sure, bruh. Every time I say bruh, I feel like I'm a gangster. Bruh. Chef Jack, how are you, mates? Hope you're well. Now, we did check out as well, we must admit, we checked out your channel, Chef Jack, and anyone tuning in, check out this great man's channel. He does some ripping, and that...
recipes.
The recipe, that I watched from start to finish your construction of the pepper sauce, which I want to give a go. It looks really nice.
Yeah, I don't eat steak, so you
It was like with cream. It was like a creamy pepper sauce.
Yeah, nice.
Looked very nice, Chef Jack. So we'll give that a crack. So anyone tuning in, check out his channel. But also, he does do some ripping karaoke sessions, which we want to be a part of, Jack. We will actually, if you're keen to jump on for a bit of a yarn, you can kick things off. No one has been brave enough to jump on the cams tonight.
Dad, jump on.
Yeah, we are. We have the man himself.
Luke, is that like an abbreviation for Lucas Camperale?
What is that? Lukaku. I was trying to think, the LDLs and stuff that Michael Voss talks about on as a special comments long down the line. Is this a look up? See you next Tuesday under the chair?
No. I think it means
Look under chair. What is that? I don't know.
jump on and explain yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Jack says, of course, mate, you're both welcome. Now you are welcome to jump on as well.
Yeah,
Jack,
I'm gonna
provided that you can sort out the reverb. If you can sort that out, or otherwise I'll stay quiet and you just let us know your thoughts. And you're more than welcome to jump on, because every time I talk, there's a reverb with the setup that you've got for the karaoke, of course, which is a cracking setup, which you had a volcano behind you in your last stream, which was
very cool.
it was very cool. Daz, good luck telling young
Yeah.
Dean to have a rest. Yeah, how dirty would he be? What a competitor.
Yeah.
He is a ripper.
Yeah.
He is a ripper.
Yeah.
That is the link is right there. But outside of that, we've been through, of course, the anyone joining us late, been through the permutations around a win or a loss for next week.
I'm gonna love you and leave you because I need to have something to eat, rest my brain, watch.
There you go. Darren's
There
he's
you go.
drinking.
He's explained it. He's explained it.
Oh, here we go. Lucas Camperelli.
Told you. I knew that meant Lucas Camperale, but why it means
Why is the Lukaku?
Lucas. I reckon
Oh,
that's-
yeah, he's just omitted the S and added the C for Camperelli.
Luku. What's
Oh, Luke.
Luku?
Actually, no, it doesn't how you spell Lucas. Lucas, isn't it?
Yeah.
So Luku. I thought it was Lucas C.
I think it was just a typo.
Yeah, it's supposed to be Lucas C, I think.
No, I think it was just a typo. See how he's finished the sentence? His next thing he's finished.
Oh,
I reckon
yeah.
he's
Okay,
just
yeah.
gone bang, bang, bang. Whoopsies.
Yep. Yeah, gotcha.
Stuffed up. Yeah, you know what else you did to me the other day? You pocket called me for the 15,000th time because you always pocket dial me. And I was in a meeting at work and I thought, gee, Dad never really calls me during the middle of the day. Something must be wrong. And I left the meeting and went, I'm in a meeting. Is everything okay? And all I heard was, and I thought he pocket dialed me. And I had to go sneak back into my meeting. How embarrassing. Anyway,
Classic.
I'm out of here.
Maybe he was on the 12 Monkeys and he wasn't telling you.
No,
Like
I've
Darren
got to
is.
go rewatch. I've got to watch The Block.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
Don't
you've
tell
missed.
me who won if someone watched it.
And Raina, meanwhile, is playing Fortnite whilst streaming it. I think you with your niece, Raina, did you say?
Yeah, niece. Oh, someone just buzzed me pocket.
Well, hopefully you're winning. And waiting for a tush. A tush, no doubt, is still waiting in the back end on Blue Abroad for the fan cams because he said he's keen to jump on and he's going to be as loose as an absolute goose, that's for sure.
Yeah, I
Travis-
saw a video of him out the front of Marvel whipping the floor with a belt.
He was giving it to him. He was whipping the dogs, whipping the no doubt some sort of probably talking about Silvani and everything else.
All the spelling errors are out today. Enjoy Domo.
Yeah, Domo. Yeah, Domo. Domo. I'm pretty sure that's a Italian restaurant, isn't it? No, Il Duomo. I think it's.
No idea.
I'm pretty sure it's a location of some sort.
Nice speaking.
Thank you for joining us.
I'm very tired.
Let's talk Supercoach. Well, yes, if you want, we can hijack that. We can have a bit of a yarn. But what? Oh, you said wow. She went to bed 20 minutes ago, so you still left. That's when you know you've got the Raina says night, Mrs. Ash. That's when you know you've got the contagion of Fortnite. Is that addictive? Interesting. Now, who was your best? Let us know. Yes, please. I don't know what yes, please is for. I don't know. Let us know who your best was for us. I'd love to hear who you think our best was. And if we were to rest any players, who gets rested and who comes in? That is the other discussion point I'm keen to hear from you on. Now, let's just go back to the ladder ever so quickly. So, obviously qualified. And I think we worked out earlier that it comes down to whether or not Melbourne beat the Dogs. That will shift us up above the Dogs because our percentage is superior to the Dogs. So if Melbourne beat the Dogs and we beat Freo, we go above the Dogs and the Pies stay where they are, regardless of whether or not they beat Brisbane. So they're pretty much locked into 8th. Unless, of course, the Dogs win their game, Collingwood lose, the Dogs would go above Collingwood, but they're still between 8th and 9th. So they can't drop down to 10th where we are. So virtually comes down to whether or not the Ds beat the Dogs or the Dogs beat the Ds, and if we beat Freo or lose to Freo. Lose, and it doesn't matter, we're stuck in 10th. Win, and obviously, as I said, it comes down to Melbourne beating the Dogs, Dogs beating Melbourne. And also, I think if the Crows beat the Giants, it means that the Cats could go down if they lose to Richmond, which they won't, but just theoretically, if by some reason the Tigers beat the Cats, they would drop down to 7th if the Crows win. So those are kind of the things as well. Then there's obviously Melbourne, which if they lose to the Dogs, the Cats win, the Crows win, the Ds would drop down to 7th. So those are probably our best two scenarios if we play Melbourne or if we win and get through and play Collingwood. So we're kind of barracking for a couple of different scenarios here. Either the Dogs winning, allowing the Ds to drop down, because you'd think the Crows beat the Giants and the Cats beat the Tigers. That's probably the more likely. Again, we need to beat Freo amongst all this. Otherwise, we win, and all those other things go against the grain, and we play Collingwood. Now, would you prefer, this is the other question I pose, would you prefer to play Collingwood or play Melbourne? And I'm talking in terms of form line here and troops in the park. The Ds will be without, from what I've seen, their young key forward, who was done for a late swinging arm, which knocked out Aaliyah. So that they will be down a tall forward, arguably in better form than the Pies. But of course, the Pies have the wood over us, pardon the pun, in recent times. But when was the last time Collingwood beat us in a final? That's the other question, which I think is probably a little while ago. Let me just have a quick look on Google. So when was the last time Collingwood beat Carlton in a final? Let's have a quick squeeze. It's thinking. It is thinking, and it hasn't come up with an actual answer. So let's try ChatGPT. And it was in 1981, so 45 years ago. No, that's not right. That's not right, surely. That's Colin and Colin didn't actually play each other in that final series. ChatGPT, what is it doing? It's lost its marbles. 1988, there you go. Pete is quick off the mark. 1988. I think someone did mention that, apologies, in our last stream, which of course was when I was born. So maybe was I the good omen? So since I've been born, every time we've played them in a final, they haven't beaten us. So maybe I've just got to stay alive. Super Coach, yes, please. Of course. Now, I have to mention, Pete, put it in the chat because you did text it through to me, but you had an absolutely insane round. Probably one of your best rounds. I'd be keen to hear just so we can pop it up on screen so we can put you under lights, put the spotlight on you because you had an incredible round. And I was hoping that you would be pushing for the top or the highest score for the round, which I think you get $1,000 if you're lucky enough to get. I had a bit of a shit round, that's for sure. But there you go. Had a really good round. So let us know how you went. Jonas, Supercoach chat says 2454. Great round from you. You'll be surprised to hear what Pete had, which was around about 200 points more than that. Incredible. Finally had a good score for the first time in weeks. Ranked 491st overall into the Supercoach Edge Cash League Grand Final. Sadly, not versus you. Now, I unfortunately lost my prelim in this same league, of course, by 1 point. 1 point. The difference was, which I was never going to pass up a VC score from Max Gorn, of course, but my follow-up captaincy choice was, of course, the only swan I had in my team, and who was in my top 5 captain choices in Isaac Heaney. So Heaney scored a 160 odd and would have gifted me the win. But is what it is. I'm happy enough in 2 of my cash leagues at least. I am through to the grand final. Mind you, I don't know how I'm going to try and cover the loss of Sheasel because I don't have any cover. Hopefully my 2 opponents don't have a cover either. Otherwise, I'm in a world of hurt. That's for sure. But great round by you, Jonas, and all the very best to you because I think this might be the second time you've actually won, I think, one of these cash leagues in the past. Or at least you went through to the grand final. But wishing you all the best for that, Jonas, because, of course, the victor goes the spoils, which is in the form of $1,000. So best of luck to you, great man. Pete, 3 Hewitt. Of course, this is the 3-2-1. Love that from you, Pete. Let us know if you are tuning in what 3-2-1 you would be giving players. You've said 3 to Hewitt, 2 to Akers, 1 to Florent. Honourable mention, Hayward. Bit of an interesting one. I think Cripper for me was up there. I think he just caught my eye. His work at the contest, I think he had probably the most clearances for the game as well. Great game. Akers, I think, speaks for itself. Really great game. I think, I don't know, Frankie Boy, again, probably earns himself a vote. I mean, I'll probably extend it to giving out 5 votes. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, as the coaches do for coaches' votes. But Florent, definitely amongst that. And Hayward turned things around, and that spectacular mark. I wish I could show it so I wouldn't be flagged with wouldn't be flagged with copyright. Otherwise, I would show it. But crazy. Daz, Mrs. Edge is hilarious. You both do a great job entertaining. Thank you, Daz. I'll pass it on to her. She knows that herself as well. She always says that that I'm the joker of the 2 of us, but she's got a bit of humor about her. Hence the reason why we go like the yin and the yang. We're not opposites really, but we go together like yama lam 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 dim da dang da do, as they say in Greece. I don't see us making changes just to rest players, injuries only. Yep. Yeah, I think we need to win. As I said before, we need to win against Freo, and we'll be a fair crack, and Freo will be resting players. You'd think Alex Pearce doesn't play. He almost busted his knee, so that gives us a bit of a leg up from the get-go as well. Jonas, Collingwood for sure. We don't want no part of the D's, the MCG. Mind you, Jonas, remember back, we beat them to get into the prelim back in 2023. So we have that in our stride at the very least. And we do play well against Melbourne. Yep, we do traditionally. We do. Even when we've been going shit, we've been playing well against them. So 1988, that of course was when the last time was when Collingwood beat us. So in my year of birth, because I'm an old man. Walsh and Hewitt, our best today. Yeah, glad to see Walsh getting some love as well. That was only when Melbourne couldn't kick straight. Yeah, they had 17 behinds or something, wasn't it, that game? But again, luck going in our favour that season. Akers, Hewitt, and there's M for Motlop, maybe. Atush is joining us in the back room. We will patch you through in a moment, Atush. But first up, we will bring in Chef Jack after just round out these comments. Peter, yeah, so he's 36 for the. Don't say anything, Atush. Just give me the quick what you're doing there, and I'll pop you back into the green room.
I'm whipping the fucking 9 teams above us. Who wants it?
Love it. There you go. A bit of a sneak preview to Atush. Now, Pete, this is, of course, referencing his performance in Supercoach. He's ranked 36 overall out of, 150,000 people all over the place, Supercoach. So, an incredible effort. 2647 was his score. Crazy numbers. So, great round by you, Pete. Jonas, going back to back this. Yeah, that's exactly right. Back to back, mate, in Supercoach. And best of luck for you, because I think we had in the other 1K Cash League, we had a back-to-back winner the previous 2 seasons. A Don's man was bundled out in the semis, I think it was. So you will be going equal alongside him, record-breaking win if you were to do that. Walsh is also, mate, you're making me think on my feet here with these interpretations, trying to interpret these messages. Think meaning the Pies would be better than Melbourne. Either way, Blues need to step up. It's finals time. We do. We did last time we played. So, apart from, of course, that horrid Brisbane elimination final, which we won't even delve into. Mind you, that was at the back end of the Voss era when he'd lost the players. Jonas, win we play Collingwood, lose we play Adelaide in Adelaide. Yep. Would love to beat the Cakewalk team in a final. Yep. Win when it matters. That's all that matters. Jonas says, Pete, that's huge. How many spots did that move you up? Yeah, and let us know, Pete, because I don't think you were ranked 10,000th or something. I was guesstimating, I reckon you would halve your rank off the back of that score. So I reckon you're around about the top 5,000. But if you're a little bit higher, that'd be nice. Daz says score 2387, 20 players. Well, he did very well there. Up to 3,300 overall. 1 super coach. Hopefully Durham, Bont are back in. Because Sheasel will be out. I don't know if you saw Sheasel, but he's got a massive black eye. There's no way he's looking out of that left eye. He could probably play with one eye. He is that good a player, but he won't be playing. No way, shape, or form. So we're probably copying a donut there unless you've got a bit of cover. But first up, we have now. I'm bringing him in, of course, the great man who has his own channel, karaoke, some great recipes on his channel. Check him out. It is the great man, Chef Jack. Check him out. Give him a sub. Give him a love. Give him a like, and share your love. I was meant to say. Now, I'll let you talk, and then I'll come in. If it reverbs, Jack, I will say zip, and you can just unleash, and you can. Oh, he's got something. He's pointing to something in the back end. I don't know what it is. A different mic, I think. So we'll give it a crack. If there's reverb, I'll stay quiet, and I'll just go which will probably be reverb anyway. Pete says 3563. Geez, I think you're probably past me now, Pete, in the rankings. So well done to you. Here he is, the great man. Welcome him. It is Chef Jack. How are you, great man?
There should be no reverb.
There's no reverb. That's incredible.
There's nothing.
Mate, you've done it. You've worked it out. What was the issue? Do you know what it was?
I think it's my sound card.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, gotcha. It's my sound card. I don't know why it shouldn't do that, because I've been on other lives where people have said they can't hear a feedback.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I can hear myself from you.
Can you really? Okay. Well, let me put my headphones on, and hopefully that gets rid of it. Because I think I've had echo cancellation turned off, so you're probably feedbacking, looping through the mic now.
Oh, hang on. Let me. I'll turn mine off as well. Even though.
I've lost you.
Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I just turned my echo cancellation on because with this microphone, it's not actually through the sound card. It's actually direct to the computer. So if I put my echo cancellation off, you will hear some feedback. Anyway, what a great game.
Incredible. What did you make of it? Did you able to go to the game tonight, Jack? Or
no.
From the comfort of your home?
Yeah, I've got some health issues going on, so I can't really
That's fair enough.
do much at the moment. But
Well, hopefully you get better with
look,
that, Jack. And wishing you all the best
you
on
don't,
that,
you,
that front as
don't,
well.
you don't want to know what's going on, but anyway, that's personal. But
No, of
anyway,
course, yeah.
thanks,
Keep it personal.
thanks very much for that. But hey, everyone in the chat, and just keep a tush in the backstage for another hour, really.
Now, he says here, Kes Amek St Kilda. Now, what is that? Is that like eat a dick or something? St
You
Kilda?
don't want to know what that means, mate. You don't want to know. He's a funny bloke. I've got to hand it to him, mate. He's a funny bloke, mate.
He's giving me emotion in the green room, which I don't know if you can see the others. I think it's just me.
No, you can't. You can't. Only the host can see the people in the backstage.
He's doing this. He's doing one of these ones. So I think that gives an idea of what it is. There you go.
Look, it was a. Sorry, go on.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, it's he's probably referencing St Kilda, of course, with regards to the obvious in Jack Silvani, who said about us earlier in the season when we were 1-8 or thereabouts, saying that he felt sorry for us. Well, we can now say, Jack, we feel sorry for you, mate, because you're playing for St Kilda and they're not playing finals. Should have stuck with us.
Yeah, look, I didn't like the booing of him really when we played him. I mean, is it his fault? I mean, look, players wanted out. Let's be honest here. Players wanted out of that because of us. It's
obvious now, isn't it? Yeah.
It's too obvious for me, So anyway, his history and this and that. But today's game was just, look, they went back to their old style, yes. When they were under pressure, they were bombing the ball like always, right? Like they were used to doing, because that's what they were doing. They're just bombing the ball, right? But in the last quarter, in that last 2 minutes, their composure and that was just unbelievable. And Fraser spoke about that they actually do things at training to simulate that, right? So you got to hand it to Fraser, though. You got to hand it to the bloke. He's. Surely he's got the job. There's no two ways about it. He's got that job. What else could he do?
Exactly right. He can't do too much more than that.
What else could he do? All right, if we knock off Dockers this next week, just sign the contract. As simple as that.
They were speculating on the radio. I think it was on 3AW. We were listening on the way home about when would be the point that the club actually announces it. Like, would they announce it heading into the wild card? Do they announce it heading into this game? There was a bit of suggestion or discussion around would it distract the players? I don't think it would. I mean, obviously they would know that he is the head coach, and they're probably quietly hoping, as we all are as supporters, that he is made the head coach full time. So I don't think it would really distract them at all. It'd probably, if anything, I reckon, give them a bit of a boost, bit of extra incentive, potentially. But I don't reckon it probably wouldn't do too much.
Maybe. I heard somewhere on the radio. I don't know who it was. They said it could be another week and a half before they announce it.
Yep.
Might be after the Freo game. Who knows? Who knows? It might be after their end of the home and away season. So, look, good luck to him, man. He's completely. I watched his presser, and Voss, I used to watch about a minute. Once he starts smiling, I'll turn it off. What coach smiles when they lose? So, but this guy here, he's just answers all the questions properly. Blah blah blah. They still get you're going to get the job. They're still on about it. The reporters, as they would be. But no, he's the breath of fresh air. I remember when he coached at the Northern Bullants, and I was actually going to the games back in those days as well. And we'd go out and have a listen and that, and you can hear, and he's on. He's done a long apprenticeship. Let's be honest here.
Exactly.
He's been around for. I mean, you were at Collingwood, but he's been around for a long time. It's not as if he's been around a couple of years.
He's done his apprenticeship across the journey in different roles as well, like development coach at Collingwood, VFL coach for the Bulldogs, VFL coach for Collingwood. So he's had enough experience across the journey, and I'm sure, like he would have known that he had aspirations to become a senior coach. Whether or not, I mean, early in the season when he took over and he was saying that he was unsure if he was committed to, like in terms of he had intentions to become a full-time coach. We don't know if he was just saying that just to kind of, put any pressure off him and the team in terms of expectations. But he's got what it takes. And he's shown over the past, 13 weeks now, or 14 weeks, whatever it's been, 13 weeks, that he's got what it takes. And he knows how to coach strategically. He's turned things around. He's virtually turned everything that we've been doing on its head, strategically, setup-wise, team chemistry, team makeup-wise. It's virtually just come down to him. And it seems to me like he's the sort of the sort of coach that he does empower his assistant coaches. Like he's always chatting to them. You come down on the field, and you probably wouldn't see this unless you're at the game, but you see him chatting to his assistants. And I think back to Michael Voss sitting on the bench. There is no discussion. There is no discussion at all.
Well,
Jordan Russell sitting behind him.
He was getting pigeon letters.
Yeah, exactly. Without the headset on, no direct communication to the other assistants upstairs. Stuff like that. It's just, and it makes sense now. It makes sense. I mean, we don't want to harp on about the former coach, but
yeah, I know, but it wasn't a good look. Let's be honest. No. It wasn't a good look.
So he's been a great a great acquisition, and I mean, there's comparisons with Craig McRae with regards to, I mean, he's his own person, obviously, Josh Fraser, but his temperament, he is so cool, calm, collected. And that to me, I mean, speaks that he's just like, there's no stress, there's no worry. He has full confidence in his team, but also in his assistants to help him out as well. So he's great. And like we said earlier on, I don't know if you had been in the chat then, Jack, but there was that vision when the siren went. There was no real celebrating, but he turned to his assistants and said, we were shit house.
Yeah, I saw that up in the box. Yeah, I saw that up in the box, yeah. Then they had a crossover. But look, it's good experience for these young kids. That's what I'm liking. They burn. I mean, Harry Dean is just, you know what? I reckon he'll win the Rising Star.
Yep.
I reckon he'll win the. I mean, Jagger wasn't Jagger today. Let's be honest. Yeah. No.
Yeah, he was off his game.
Yeah. But I want to give a shout out to that Ed Richards. That guy's unbelievable.
He's a gun.
He's unbelievable. He could have won. He could have won the game from him. You know that. Could have won the game from him.
Yeah, if not for that running too far. So he helped us out in a sense there, didn't he?
He didn't know where to go.
But maybe I could walk back the steps.
But look, if you think about that time when he did run, well, did he run too far? But if you think about it, that's a smart brain. Think about it, because he didn't want to just bomb the ball in.
Yeah.
That's what he didn't want to do, because obviously players were manned up and all that sort of stuff, right?
Yep.
So that's a thinking player.
Because he went to go take the kick, and then he obviously pulled his kick, and he didn't realize, oh, wait a second, I've taken this many steps or run this many meters that I'm going to be, taking hold of the ball. You've obviously, he had his mind on what he wants to kick to.
Jonas, that'd be that flog Russell. Not a fan of
Russell.
Yeah, well, Russell? No, there's a question for me in the chat.
Is this? Is this Annie Knight you're talking about?
No. What's that? What's that, Annie? Hey, Atush, Jack has some old,
thirsty karaoke bird.
Yes, no, they're not old. They're not old. They're all, mate, they're all young. They're all young.
The ladies you've got on, do they have their own karaoke channels as well? Or
they all got channels, all of them.
Oh, very nice.
I'm in about 4 or 5 different communities on YouTube who do live streaming. I'm in a Canadian community, an American community. They're bigger live streams, and they have all these musicians come on and blow. Sometimes I'll pull the guitar out, and like I think I did last night, and went on a couple of panels and played the guitar and all that sort of stuff. I'm a guitarist, not
awesome.
I sing for fun. I'm not a singer.
I'm exactly the same. I'm not a singer in any way, shape, or form, but geez, I love it. It's great fun, isn't it? And who cares as long as you're up there getting around, and people get around you as well. Like I remember I had one of my birthdays this is going way back, but there's I forget the name of it. You might know it, but in the city, there's an Asian player. It might be Korean, maybe, or I can't recall. In the city, great. There's a bar there. You have a couple of drinks, whatever, and you can do duets. You have your own private room. You go off. Very, very, very good fun.
Well, if you ever are you in the southeast?
I'm up north, near. You know where Epping is? Epping, Craigieburn.
So you're around the corner from me. Are you serious?
Oh, really? I mean, we're in Wallet.
I'm in Crazyburn.
Oh, you're crazy. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Pete, my father-in-law, Ash's dad, obviously. He lives in Craigieburn.
We got to catch up. We got to catch up,
Yeah,
mate.
absolutely. Yeah,
Oh, it's a
sure.
classic. That's not that
There you
far.
go.
I know. Good old Petra Khan and Tush. They live out in the sticks, mate.
Ah, yeah. I remember Atush was saying he's on his way into the footy. It takes a fair while. So
Yeah, they're all in the southeast, I think. Yeah, today's game. I mean, look, people are saying in the chat who they prefer to. I don't care who we play. We made it this far. Think about it. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't really care. I mean, look, it's experience. No matter what, we're not going to get. I mean, Atush is going to say we're going to go and win the grand final. Of course, that's what he's going to say, right?
Nodding, yes.
Right. Bring him up. What do you backstage? Bring him in.
Let's bring him
Bring
in.
him
Of course,
in.
this is the first time we've had three people on. So
Nah, bring him in, mate. Bring him in.
Let you boys.
No, I won't. I won't. I won't be going back and forth like I did with Morris. I'll tell you right now.
You mean is Morris the man? Because Tush told me that he's kind of has his camera like this, but he calls it the blowjob cam, which I absolutely rate and absolutely love. So mine's almost a bird's eye view because you can see the carpet behind me and the memorabilia behind me.
So
and drunk in the background.
So we picked Lockie O'Brien instead of Ed Richards. That's what they're saying in that chat.
Yeah, I think there was a number of teams that overlooked him as well. Zach Bailey was another one. But you could also argue that, was it Richmond overlooked, as did pretty much every team, apart from Freo, Murphy Reid. But Richmond had like 7 picks, and they didn't actually pick him at all.
Oh well,
So
it happens, doesn't it? Oh, he's going to be an absolute star, that guy.
Yep.
Where's the Tush? Where's the Tush?
Yeah, Tush, we'll bring him in a second. Darren, who, mind you, Darren is a Bombers man, so he's got to be the best Bombers man out. He supports us on this channel and over on Supercoach Edge as well. He says he agrees Harry Dean should be the rising star this year. And Todd's going
what's that? He didn't interview well.
All right, let's bring him in. Atush, great man. 3, 2, 1, ladies and gents. Firstly, before I do it, go and check out this man's channel, Only Carlton. Type it into your search engine. Type it into YouTube, into the search bar.
Nah, don't go there. He's a flog. Don't worry about him, mate.
And give this man. Why is this rocking all of a sudden? I don't know what's going on there. This camera's bloody rocking for some reason. I think it's virtually the fact that of anticipation of Atush joining me. But go and check out his channel, Only Carlton. Give him a sub. Give him a like, everything else. Push this man to 1,000 subs. He deserves it because he's an absolute legend. Here he is, Atush. Just the top line. I was going to say one word, but one word does not do it justice. Let us know. I think you got the strap over your shoulder or a bag of some sort, mate. What did you make? It's a bag. What have you got in your hand? Because we're baggers, but what's in your hand?
This is Bevo's belt, so Luke Beveridge's belt. Took it straight off him from the coach's box. I was right next to the coach's box from Medallion Club. So any of the 9 teams above us, who is like Freo, come and get it. Sydney, come and get it. Who else is up there? I don't know. All irrelevant clubs. But Collingwood, you can have fucking 8, bro. There you go. All right. Bro, and I've got the hard hat there too. Don't worry, I couldn't steal the dog. They had a lot of security around it. I tried to steal the mascot dog. I tried.
Apparently did a shit pre-game because Ash and I rolled up as like it was counting down. So we got into our seats just in time. But Pete, who was in the chat, Ash's dad, my father-in-law, of course, he was there and he witnessed the dog when it came out in the field. It actually crouched down almost straight away and did a shit on the edge of the field.
Well, that just shows that was a great omen for the game, wasn't it? Can I just say quickly, what a Carlton way to make wildcard. What a Carlton way
100%.
to make wildcard. Just no other way,
100%.
huh? To draw, didn't even win, bro.
Yeah,
Like it's so us. No other team would do that, you know?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a classic Carlton thing that we've. I mean, if you think back across the journey, like when Essendon were kicked out of the finals due to their supplements scandal, ban or whatever, we were promoted into the finals off the back of that. Like stuff like that, where it's just such a Carlton thing to do. Like, you know, limping across the finish line against, 2023 against the D's, against Sydney, when we were pushed, stuff like that. It's just like, dude, of course, it's just Carlton. It's never easy. You never do it the easy way with Carlton. That's why it builds character. We always say, be a Carlton supporter.
Exactly. Character development. Can I just also say the cherry on top was just the St Kilda tears. Just got a mug right here. St Kilda tears. Bro, beautiful. So salty.
It tastes sweet. Yeah.
Fuck them. Fuck that little tin pot organization club. Get the fuck out of my league. Our league, bro. We run this shit. All right. They spent the fucking GDP of a small country on their football club and they couldn't make 10th. They couldn't make 10th, bro.
Yeah, exactly right. Far out. It literally sums them up. But it's like, it's one of those things. I was thinking like sliding doors. Like if St Kilda beat us, we would have been obviously needing to win against the Dogs. So a draw would have been to put us would have been 2 points behind them if they won last week. We win this week. Oh, sorry, we draw this week.
Yes,
and then it'd come down to next week.
Yeah.
But hey, at least the Carlton thing to do is to put them out of their misery early by beating them last week. So at least we can hang our hat on that.
How good? Can I just shout out the balls on the players to time waste with 2 minutes left for a draw?
Oh no.
Like they had no intention of scoring. I was losing my mind at the game. I was losing it. Like in a good way. I was like, oh my God, we're playing terrorist haram ball straight out of Ross Lyon's playbook, bro. Straight out of his playbook to send them out of finals. We're kicking it backwards. Like, couldn't believe it.
Yeah. You're right there, Todd. Yeah, Ed Richards, he's on Players, that show, and he said that I think he rocked up to the interview late. I don't know if it was with us. And he got stuck in traffic, and they virtually said, "No, we're not going to draft you off the back of that," which is a bit rough, but is what it is. I think they try to delve too far into like the psychological side of things with potential draftees and counted against us in that case. But hey, is what it is. Mass, of course, Jonas. This is the great man, Jonas. Says, "Who is the bloke you talked about in your stream that you said uses the blowjob cam view?"
That's Morris. So he runs the Carlton Unofficial Selection Committee on Facebook. So if you're not in it, go and join it. The biggest Carlton page on Facebook. He's the cunt.
You know, I had the biggest page on Facebook.
Did you? What was it called?
Yep. I was the second to the Carlton official page, the Navy Blues.
No way.
Yep.
I
had started that in 2012. It's no longer though.
Okay.
It's no longer though.
Longer. What happened there? Was it hacked or?
For some reason, we had like it was coming up to about 22,000 followers, but for some reason, Facebook stopped promoting our page, right? And it was just like stagnant for so long. Even when we'd post, hardly anyone would see our posts anymore. Like we used to get thousands of likes and comments and all that sort of stuff. But they just, one day, it just stopped completely. I think it's when all the advertising and that came into it. They wanted you to pay, you see.
Yeah.
So it stopped everything. And I had 3 people run it with me. But it was a lot of work because, you know, you'd reply to comments and this and that, and you got to post up all this stuff and try to get stuff that's not like the the official Facebook Carlton site and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, look, it was going well for a lot of years, but then it just stopped. So we just got rid of it. There's a million.
That's a shame.
There's a million Carlton pages on Facebook anyway.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, there's enough there. And I think Facebook is kind of going by the wayside of like similar to MySpace. I think eventually.
Yeah. Good old MySpace. Did you ever join MySpace? I did.
Yeah, absolutely. Tush, that would have been before your time because you're
I'm
young.
too young. Too young.
You wouldn't have been around for that one, mate.
I grew up on Instagram. I'm still on Instagram.
Yeah,
no, actually, bro, you know what? I used to use Skype a lot. I used to fucking love Skype.
Oh, Skype, yeah.
Yeah, Skype's been around a long time. Yeah.
Yeah. So, hey, it's I hate Jack Silvani. It was the nut, bro. I'm sorry. I came here to tee off on the fucking St Kilda Football Club. Can I just say again? They spent so much money and they're fucking supporters, bro. Oh my god! I've had people like, "Oh, we're gonna watch Carlton, watch you in the wild card." I'm like, sick. Cuz watch us all you want because your fucking little club isn't playing. Like, can you imagine that, Damo and Jack? Can you imagine spending that amount of money? Fucking a record-breaking contract in the AFL for a ruckman who is he's ranked the 14th best ruckman in the comp by Champion Data. 14th, bro. $900,000. Sorry, $900,000 and pick 7 for Sam Flanders. Who the fuck is Sam Flanders? I thought he was the guy off fucking Simpsons. You know, Ned. But it was him, bro. Yeah. Pick 7.
Oh.
I think you got to give I think you got to give TDK a bit of time. You know, big blokes take
26, bro. 8 years.
But doesn't matter. The big blokes take a lot of time. You know what I mean? I mean, he look. When we played him and I saw there was a shot of his face. He just looked drained. He was spent. He was completely. He was completely spent. Yeah, there was a shot of him they showed of his face and. Looks like he was just about crying, but he went. Look, he went for the money. He should have just stayed at Carlton. Simple as that.
Yeah, he did. So he's a fucking.
Yeah, they're not going to. They're not going to go anywhere.
Yeah,
you know.
Well,
they're a one man team, aren't they?
I think they are.
They are. They're a one man team. Really, take that guy out of the team and. You know, they didn't play anyone yesterday, but hey.
Hey, Damo, how good was Billy Wilson?
Oh, fuck, man. This kid, I call him Billy's Bullets. I don't know if you tuned in earlier, but he's kicking.
Billy's Bullets.
Anyone with an ability to pinpoint a pass, like I love anyone that can bullet a pass, which virtually is Billy's Bullets. Like instead of the, high up and under kicks, or even like a kick with range, so like it's an overhead mark. But to kick it, literally a bullet, like a laser-like kick, low-ranging kick with penetration. I fucking love that skill, which he has because it's such a unique skill. So few players have it. Like it's so good because kicks with speed, kicks to position, and like we all know he's running carry and everything else that goes with it. How is this bloke not playing under that he who shall not be named previous coach?
Who knows?
How the fuck was he not playing?
Well, he did play. He played 5 games, but he played as a fucking lockdown intercept in the back pocket. Yes.
Like
he wasn't allowed to touch the ball. Yes. Like he did with Lockie Cowan. Didn't give him the opportunity. Locked him away. And it was like, nah, Saad, you do it. Newman, you do it. Who else was back? Zach Williams, you do it. You know? It's all we needed, bro. Play the kids, inject some blood into the squad, and look at them. Look at the way they're flourishing.
Well, that's what this coach has done. That's what he's done.
He gave him responsibility, and that's a big thing.
I'm always commenting on the Carlton Facebook page, but about selection integrity. And while he's completely he's nailed that. There's none of this favoritism anymore. Like I'll give you an example. If Voss was coaching now, Wettering would have come straight in, no VFL.
Yep, 100%.
Hack Williams would be playing. He'd be straight in the team.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah,
and then kick the kids out. Right?
Yeah, Ollie Hollands would continue getting games as well.
Ollie Hollands will be in the side, yes. Correct.
No matter what.
What do you think is going to happen with him?
He's gone.
Well,
he's gone, huh?
Atush's done a video, which anyone tuning in, go and check out again. Only Carlton, check out his channel.
No,
Sunday.
I'm not going back to his channel ever again, mate. He done a live stream and everything. He never told me about it, and he had a panel and this and that. And get out of here, will you?
You should have tuned in, Jack. Wednesdays 9 p.m.
I even told him in my karaoke sessions, Damo. I even told him, "Come up, bro, come up."
Nah,
I even give him a wrench. He gets a wrench.
Is he a mod? Is he a
Yes.
mod? Are you a mod?
He's a mod. Him and Petra.
Yep.
Oh wow, look at this. That's high praise. That is high praise. Now, Atush, have you been on, just quickly, have you done any karaoke?
Nah, never.
Oh, dude, Ash and I are keen. We're gonna legit do some karaoke. If you're kind enough to have us on, Jack,
You can come anytime. You're welcome anytime I do a live stream, mate.
Awesome. Yes.
We'll do a duet.
If you do it, I'll do it. If you do it, can we sing the song, Jack?
Yeah, sing whatever you want.
We'll sing Grease. You're the one that I want.
Oh,
Sandy
really?
And I'll be Danny Zuko, or vice versa. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a duet, and that was the first thing that came to my mind. The stats on screen here, I just want to quickly harp back to the discussion about TDK. So this was back in 2024. Of course, his first sort of big season. These are all the rucks. Now, it's pretty hard to see because it's a website for ants.
Don't look at me. I can't see nothing.
But on the right-hand side here is the hit-outs to advantage percentage of all the rucks for 2024. Now, Pito played 14 games. He was ranked the fifth best in the competition with 33.7%. TDK, meanwhile, is down here, 29%. And then if you have a look, even for 2025, so Pito only played a number of, 7 games. TDK played 22, 30.3% hit-outs to advantage, which is great. Bit of a uptick there for TDK. But Pito came in, ranked the second best ruck, actually the first, because Callum Coleman-Jones for North only played 1 game, so you discount him. So Pito had the best hit-out to advantage in the competition, 33.9%. So Pito's ruck craft is elite.
Spot on. And but you can see with our numbers, like again, our numbers our best midfield numbers ever, right? Like the last 4 or 5 years is when Pito's the sole ruck, when he's the sole ruck. You know, I can understand where people come from with deconing, and honestly, I don't want to fucking talk about it. I feel like our team just had a fucking generation performance, but you can give him time. He does need time. He's 26, but also it's your fault you took the money, bro. You knew the moment you took that money, you would be expected to be the greatest ruckman that has ever walked this earth. You know, you have to be on that.
Well, out of all Jack Silvani's had a great year. Let's be honest here. He's had a great, but now Curnow is going to win the Coleman, so that's a win for Sydney.
Hey, I'll throw it back at you.
Even though Curnow only kicks goals against shit sides.
Yeah, he did that for us too. But I'll throw it back at you. You look back at the Hayward, Florent, and Curnow trade, right? Who won that? Because I feel like that is the definition of a win-win trade.
100%.
Well, it is a win-win trade because he's going to win the Coleman, and we got 2 good players who have had a great season after the other man left. Let's be honest here. It's after he left. That's when they fired.
Yeah.
Anyone know any updates on his ankle? What a mark that was! But anyone know the updates on his ankle? Anything on Hayward's ankle?
There's no official update, but he was warming up on the bench after halftime. He was running okay, so he wasn't like he broke it. Yeah, so it wasn't like he broke it. Maybe it's a sprain, maybe it's a fracture, maybe it's a syndesmosis. Probably that.
He was running. He did a couple of warm ups. I think he did a warm up, and then I don't know if he came back on for a brief moment, then went back off again. Was doing more run throughs.
Yes.
But it was like, he was able to run on it. So I'm like, surely it's not that bad. But fuck, just to speak to his level of competitiveness, like we talk about Harry Dean and he just being white line fever. Hayward is the definition of someone that just plays with heart and soul. He could play with one leg. He wouldn't give a shit. He'd be like, put me out there. Like, this is the guy who ran himself into vomiting to exhaustion against Brisbane in a preseason game. And then still almost mid vomit, the ball's coming back his way. He's sprinting down, gets the footy, kicks a goal. I'm like, fuck, this bloke has the work rate of a player that really is the benchmark for everyone else. Like it's
You-
so awesome.
You know what's interesting about that? He never had that at Sydney. If you go back at his
No,
20
he
games,
didn't. He didn't have it at
No.
Sydney. No.
no.
You
So
see, it's the good old. Let's change teams and play better. That's what's happened. When you change environments and you got more opportunity, hey, you're gonna play. You're gonna play a lot better. Look at Florent. I didn't think much of Florent, to be honest. But look at him.
I was the same. Yeah, I would put my hand
Have
up
a
and
look at
say,
Florent. Yes, I wasn't. I wasn't a
apologise
fan.
to Florent
Yeah,
because
yeah.
when we actually traded for him, I was like, this bloke's a shit kicker. But obviously, off the back of a really, really bad season last year for Sydney. Prior to that, he was, regular best 22 or best 23, whatever. Like it's a great turnaround in form from him, and he is showing what Nick Austin again saw in him, and he is like the definition of a bargain buyer, like Moneyball, like the Moneyball approach, going for a player that had an off season, getting for cheap. Like imagine trying to trade for him now off the back of his form currently. If we were to try and get him, if he was still at Sydney, that would be like, sure, give us like an early second, a late first type thing. They could probably command it. Like is it real? And again, this is part of the reason why I'm really sad that Nick Austin's no longer with us. He's still alive, obviously. He's not dead, but no longer with us. I was about to turn into Swoop Luke for a second. Then I just collapsed in a car park.
I cried. Yeah.
But what an incredible pickup! Like far out.
But there's a bunch of them, bro. But like, even look at our draft picks. So you look at Harry O'Farrell. I know he did the ACL. He's pick 40. Taylor Burns pick 45. We have a lot of these picks. I don't get the hate on
Carroll,
Nick Austin. I don't get. Carroll was
Atush. James
Okay.
Hurd was pick 72.
There you go.
72.
Sam Mitchell wasn't
72.
drafted. Sam Mitchell wasn't drafted. And he's one of the greatest players to play this game. So, bro, and even another example, Nate Caddy. What pick was he? Fucking 50-something?
Yeah, he was a pretty high up pick, yeah.
Yeah, because
high up is in numbers.
Yeah. So he didn't interview well. Same thing. Like he had a bit of an attitude or something. So players and clubs didn't pick him. So again, it's Nick Austin did okay. The one thing I have against him is the Adam Churro trade. It's just we paid a lot for him. Didn't really interview. But again, this wing role he's playing, Adam Churro does this thing, and I think I might have said this when I had you on my channel. He does whatever he wants. He plays the Adam Churro role. I don't know what he does. He just does. He just I couldn't explain it to you.
Yeah, he's fucking having a ripping season. Jonas just quickly says St Kilda losers kicked out the captain of their football club, who didn't want to leave, yet forced Marshall to stay, even though he wanted to get the hell out. Also pulled the contract rug from Leek Aaliyah. So if that doesn't speak to their standards and culture with those moves collectively, I don't know what does, because that's pretty shit.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I don't want Joel Amati.
Nope.
I don't want the club to go anywhere near. I don't want the club going anywhere near that guy, man.
Why not?
Why would you have him?
Why wouldn't you have him? I'm asking you.
What has he done? What has he done?
So he's kicked. So he's a bit injury prone, but he's not the worst player.
Well, so you want an injury prone player? We've had that many. Ask Sauce about injury prone players. He'll tell you.
Yeah,
you got enough from GWS, mate. You got enough from there.
We've had injury prone players like Sam Walsh.
Yeah.
Like,
but that's all we recruited. Most of the GWS, except for Plowman. Plowman. Out of all the players, everyone was injury prone except him.
It depends how you look at it, Jack. Because who else do you want to get? Cal Shadir is a good name. I rate that. I don't think he'll come. I don't think he'll come. But other than that, there's no one else on the market. Right?
That's my opinion, bro. But I just don't want the club to go next to him.
Yeah.
Look. He could. Like I said, when players move to other clubs, hey, look, it's happened before. It's still happening now. So you don't know, but how much are they going to fork out? That's the problem.
I think if you're getting for cheap, I wouldn't
pay him $1 million. No way.
No, I wouldn't be, because I know we've got space in the cap for sure, but I'm awfully worried about tying up money to a player, because I just have flashbacks to like Zach Williams, and Nick Austin spoke about it in the interview that he had with John Ralph, where a free agency player if you're paying that free agent a set sum of money, you're virtually locked in. So I don't want to be having to do that with someone like a Joel Amati, but I don't know. With me, I just think you look at his stats there, and I know like it comes down to the role they play. So I don't think, for me in my eyes, he's like a really good like third tall. But who's he going to replace? He's going to replace Kemp. Do we promote Kemp to being a second tall? We've already got Gov. I mean, Gov is only going to be with us maybe for another season or two, if that.
I think that was the signing of McGovern is just for security. I think backup, just in case,
Yeah. I think you laugh. So you're laughing at Bukaki Kamas? Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yes, it's incredible. Hey, what a fucking audition game from him, though. He's gonna look great in navy blue next year.
Yeah, he's kicking it to us a couple of times. We kicked it to him as well a couple of times. Like, it's actually he's getting used to it.
Yes, yeah, exactly. But I thought he was pretty good. I know Kemp was on him. Kemp played like a negating role. He tried to like lock him down, but Kemp, I don't know. He got lost at times. So Buku was the spare out a lot of times. I thought he was good. I don't know how you guys feel about Buku, but after seeing that, he's the ideal Haynes replacement.
Yep, I'll let you go first.
No, he's having a great year, Haynes. Jeez, I'll tell you what.
I know, but Father
he is having. I mean, seriously, come on. And he was getting attacked left, right, and centre when he first came over. Yeah, fair enough, right? You know, we all got stuck into him. I admit it. But geez, is he? Because he had those injuries, didn't he, Damo? When he was at GWS, that's why he wasn't getting games and stuff. But I'll tell you what, he's just unbelievable. And that last quarter too. Actually, I want to show you the highlight of the last quarter. Is that okay if I share something?
Is it vision highlights?
No, it's a picture. It's no copyright.
Oh, okay. Yep.
I know all about it.
You're all across it, Jack. Good stuff.
Oh,
Looking after us. You can share it.
All right. I'm going to share. Just let me get it up. I'm going to show you the highlight of the last quarter. I've got to find
You're right.
freaking.
Jonas as well. Totally agree. But I always say, and I said it to Tush, like, everything happens for a reason. Like, there's silver linings, and I think this silver lining for us, it's freed up money in the cap. Also, these youngsters that will be coming out of contract, we don't have to be scraping to the bottom of our little purse to try and find money to sign them up. But also in getting Florent and Hayward, like far out, we've done really well there, really well.
Here's the highlight of the last quarter, fellas. Have a look at that. This is the highlight of the last quarter. Have a look at that. Come on, man.
Oh yeah, incredible.
Yeah,
that's unbelievable. The pressure that was going on, and to take a mark in defense like that, unbelievable.
And then to have the composure.
I mean,
target. 18 years old, bro. 18.
Look, it's just I mean, look, I watched his father. You guys probably wouldn't have saw his father, but I watched his father for many, many years, and he was a dour defender. He'd run a straight line, but I'll tell you what, in the years to come, I think he's going to be better than his dad. He's got complete mongrel about him. That's what I love about the guy. He's just complete mongrel, but he's got to learn now not to give away stupid free kicks and and all that sort of stuff like he did today. Probably he's looking at running he's going to run into someone and completely knock him out one day.
Hopefully, it's Patrick
how good was
next
that?
week.
How good was that in the first quarter when he just fucking killed that guy? I forgot his name.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I mean, yeah, but look, that's that, and that moment right there is when, that's what was it, the last 2 minutes of the game or whatever it was, and you couldn't get. I mean, for a young kid like that, like you said, Atush, to have composure and just look at the pack. It's a pack mark, so unbelievable. He's just unbelievable, and like I said, I think he'll win the Rising Star. I hope he does. Because the defenders and forwards never win Rising Stars yet. It's always the midfielders that win. So I actually hope he wins. Anyway, thought I'd share that. Thank you, Damo.
Great moment. And that moment as well. I was speaking earlier. This is a nerd moment, but I'll say it again because you wouldn't have heard it. But the original Mortal Kombat film, I don't know if you've seen it, was like 3 or 4 years ago. And Cole Young, who is the protagonist in it, his superpower is literally taking hits, absorbing it, and then turning it into like an offensive hit. So he can like power up. That is literally Harry Dean. He takes hits. Like tonight, he took a hit.
He doesn't care.
Artie
He doesn't
Jones.
give a shit.
He took
Doesn't give a
hit,
shit.
and he went down and he got up and he was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna like."
Yeah,
get
he
the
doesn't
same
care.
pain that you gave me.
He doesn't
Yeah.
care, mate. He doesn't care.
Can I just say that is my favorite reference ever in fucking my content career history. I've never been more impressed with a niche side reference like that before. That's fucking amazing.
That's me. I'm pop culture and me. They go hand in hand. I'm a complete nuffy with movies. So, but yeah, that's virtually the first thing I thought of. I'm like, he went down and he got like he's visibly injured and he got back up, hurt, and he's like, fuck, I'm just going to like rip into this bloke. Like, fuck, I'm not letting you get away with that. But he did it a couple of times, like even at the quarter break or the halftime break or whatever, like just starting shit. He's like Ainsworth. You know, Ainsworth had that quote where he came out and said that if he's not in the best form, he'll just get into someone just to like make himself accountable. It's a similar sort of thing like that. But White Line.
How's he going at the moment? He's having a beauty too, isn't he, Ainsworth? What a pickup he's been. We forgot about him.
Every recruit we've gotten, besides the Ruck and the 2 kids, have been fucking incredible. You know?
Well, that was a mid-season though for Flynn Riley.
Flynn Riley, but I was talking about Campbell Chesser and.
Forget about him. He's injury prone. Injury prone. That guy should never gone nowhere near him.
Young bloke though. He might come on, but yeah, he had a really good end to the season last year for West Coast, but the highest draft pick as well. So obviously talented, but we'll see how he goes. I think we can't always be blessed with having youngsters come through and slot straight into the senior team and have an impact straight away. Like I think we kind of, you kind of forget that normally they'd have to bide their time in the VFL and work up some form and everything else, which I think Billy Wilson has kind of done. But you think of Byrne, good old Bunsen coming in having a massive impact. Dean, obviously, we were speaking about like guys like that. It's just like. I wish another guy would come in and have an impact, but fuck, we've been pretty blessed with the youngsters.
Hey, how lucky, not even lucky, how we had a spine. So like Wiedering, DeConing, Kerno, Mackay, and we just got a new one. We got Harry Dean, we got Harry O'Farrell. It just fell into our laps. These aren't even high draft picks. Like it just happened again. Bro, this is something special. Like, I don't know what it is, and I'm not a big spiritual guy or whatever. But something's fucking weird about this year, bro. The fact, like, I don't know if you watch Batman, but
Yeah. I'm a Batman. Yeah, pop culture. Anything in pop culture.
Man.
It was one of the Dark Knight movies when it's Alfred's talking to Bruce and he's like Master Bruce, you fell, and he's like, why do we fall to rise? I'm like, bro, we were rock bottom, bro. We were rock bottom, 1-8, and now we're 11-2. We're 11-2 in the last 3 months.
It's so weird, isn't it?
And there's no one. You can't pinpoint one player that's been incredible throughout this 13-week run.
I agree, Rainer. I agree with what Rainer says.
Yeah, team effort, and that's the biggest thing. That means, bro.
Yeah, I agree, Rainer. Yeah.
Difference between this and 2023, it's sustainable. This is sustainable. How young is this panel?
Very young.
I'm not young. I'm not young, mate. I'm not young.
It's been held up by a tush mainly, but we're virtually like Haynes, and I'm probably a bit like maybe Cripper in terms of age. And a tush is a young whippersnapper like Jagger Smith.
That's it.
Or Billy Wilson. Billy's Bullets.
Yeah. I like that. Billy's Bullets. He's got determination, bro. He's got something you can't teach, and it's confidence. You can't teach it.
Yep.
Well, the good thing about him is he's a good runner. That's what I like about him. He's a really good runner.
Power runner.
He's a really correct. That's what we need. We needed speed. We needed speed, and all of a sudden, we got it out of the blue. Just came. We needed speed.
By the way, don't forget Nick Newman injury list. Matt Carroll injury list.
Yeah.
Oh, Carroll! Imagine we had Carroll now. Wow.
Yeah.
Harry O'Farrell injury list. Jesse Motlop, I know you won't like this injury list. Like I'm telling you,
I'm not
waiting.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. Sorry, but I'm not a fan.
No one is. Don't worry. Next year you'll all be fans. You'll be chanting.
Oh no, he won't be playing next. He'll be in the VFL. Are you gonna bring him in?
He's a
Yeah.
depth man for Bunsen. He's a
Yeah.
depth man.
Yeah.
I do.
They don't even
I
play
hope that makes it
single.
look.
They don't even play single wells. It's all right. Dwayne Swan, yeah, there you go. But Dane Swan's a little girl. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Stewart was 71. Was he?
Yeah.
Wow.
Pick 71. Well, that's Geelong. Geelong picked, like, he was from a bush league, I'm pretty sure, Stewart. It was literally a bush league, like, taken from obscurity. And he's
Because he's
fucking
mature age.
age.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. So,
Tim
shout out
says,
Blacker,
"G'day,
by
Tim."
the way.
Yeah, exactly right. He's always a good supporter
He's a
of ours
doggies
across
man.
both channels. He's a
He's a
doggies
doggies
man.
man,
I know,
mate. Yes.
This is another guy who, like, is an absolute legend. Doesn't even support Carlton and gives us support on this channel. He does
Oh,
on
that's good.
on Supercoach Edge, but likewise as well,
Yeah,
Darren.
but that's
He's an
good,
Essendon
though.
man. Ripping. He's the best Essendon man apart from my brother-in-law. I've got to give him a shout out. But yeah, like legends, absolute legends. But Tim, you've said Sydney did well from Curnow, but Blues did better. Thanks for their future and the future picks as well. I haven't spoken about that. Helped us, or will help us net Cody Walker. Match bids.
Yes.
He apparently had another big game, Cody Walker.
Hey,
Did he,
can
Yeah.
you imagine we got Frankie Evans on one half forward flank and then Cody Walker on the other? Bro, it's gonna feed generations.
I go back to, what was it? When did we get I've spoken to you before about this, Dave. I've met a lot of players in my time. I go way back, as you know, when I first started in the cheer squad in '78. I met all the legends. Yeah, I've already spoken to you about this a couple of years ago when I first came on your channel. But Andrew Walker is one of the most. What would you say? I mean, Kenny Hunter to me is an absolute gentleman that I've ever met in the club. Andrew Walker is up there as well. But I watch when Andrew Walker started, his son is moving exactly like him. Exactly from what I'm seeing in the VFL. And
I was a big fan
Andrew,
of Walks. Yeah, Walks was one of my favourite players.
I don't know if you've never met him. Have you ever met him? Ever met him?
When did I meet him? Yes, I did when I was working for Carlton, actually.
He's an absolute gentleman, mate. Yeah, he's a gentleman.
Met
Mott Flop. Mott Flop.
Oh, yeah,
that
Flop,
comment. That comment. Can you put it back up? That's fucking incredible.
Which one?
What
Which
is
one
it?
from Jonas?
Yes.
Yeah, this is a classic. Lucky he's gone. Luke Sayers would have spent all the salary cap on strippers.
the best escorts for a night.
Yeah, the high end, the highest of ends of escorts. Now, silver linings, Todd. We're chatting about, and of course, Tim has hit the nail on the head here. Kerner was not the best culture wise, so there's that. Which there was suggestions that Jack Silvani was in that category as well.
100%
yes,
was.
I know like Voss stayed, Kerno left, but I always now reference that game against Brisbane. Would we have had 16 individual goal scorers had Charlie Kerno still been in the team?
Probably
no
not.
chance in hell.
Probably
no
not.
chance in hell. Because structurally, you think about it when Harry's in the team, Charlie are in the team. Like Harry plays up the ground. Charlie is like the man. He's expected to be Superman. He commands like, the space to lead into whatever. Doesn't do it. All that sort of stuff. Put the heater on there for your
I actually turned it down.
That's a bit too hot. Is it? It's too hot in the kitchen. But
Yeah,
like
it's too hot in
the
the
same sort of
kitchen.
thing
Get out.
With Kerno, like he's changed the dynamic. Like him not being in the team has changed the dynamic for the better. I'm sure.
I can't agree with you more.
Well, it's a different setup, though, isn't it? It's totally different. It's the setup in the forward line is different.
It's a more sustainable setup though. It's a much better setup that we never would have gotten because of the tools we had. So
Well, we've got the small forwards doing the damage now, haven't we? If you think about it.
Not really. Goals. Aki still goals.
Yeah, I know, but like even like passing the ball into the 50 and all that sort of stuff off half forward, the small forwards are having a great impact. Look at Frankie Evans. You ever think he would be playing like this? I never thought he'd be playing like this. I didn't think so.
Yep.
No.
Yep. Our forward setup without Charlie there has been Incredible. And Rainey's hit the nail on the head here. It's been a team effort, not relying on one or two. So it's
Correct.
opened things up massively. Uncle Aka says it's... What
That's
the
a
hell?
good
What's CERN? What's that? Oh, is that from Lost? Is that from Lost?
I don't
Is that a
think it's
reference?
from Lost. But
CERN.
it's they got it's like a research facility in like Europe. I actually can't explain the joke. I don't know how to.
Yes. They do
Yeah.
like they combine atoms and shit or whatever, and they're trying to like open up
Yes.
black holes. Is that
Yes, exactly.
Gotcha.
They got like the particle
Yep.
accelerator, all that shit. Yep.
That's it. Yeah. Gotcha.
I don't
That's the
think.
hard one.
I don't think Moyer's going to be there next year. I
Moyer's
think
not.
they'll put. Yeah, I think he's gone.
Can
He's
you
too
bring up
lazy.
Can you bring up the players out of contract, Damo? Is there something you can
There's
do?
a whole heap of them.
Yep.
There's about 16, 17 players.
There's less now because a lot of them have re-signed. It's about 14, 15.
Oh, well, you had 3 re-signed during the week, right?
Yes, and before that we had other players too, like Billy Wilson earlier. Mackay's been cast like 2 times. One more touch today.
I don't know if there's a website that actually there is a website that breaks it down. I can't. Do you know which one does? I've just typed it into Google.
I think it's Zero Hanger. Wait, maybe I can bring it up.
Oh, you might be Zero Hanger. Yeah, I've just typed it into Google with the
I've
AI.
got it.
But
All right, I've got it. I can share my screen.
oh, you
if
got it?
want.
Yeah. Share your screen. Yep.
Sweet. All right.
This is going to be porn.
So
Mike.
that-
Here we go. Look a bit of a Rickroll. It's the modern Rickroll. You've got me.
There you go. Those are the 17 players out of contract
Oh.
this year. So Matt, you cross off Matt Duffy because he retired.
Matt Duffy's gone. He's gone back to Ireland. Forget about him. Loggy Fogarty's gone. Forget about him.
Okay,
Nick
so-
Haynes. Nick Haynes, I'll give you another year for sure, wouldn't they?
Yep. 100%.
If you go one by one,
He's in talks. So we'll go one by one. So we'll go Jordan Boyd.
there you go. He's gone.
He's gone.
He's gone.
Damo?
Yeah, he's gone.
Yep.
He's gone.
Who's
I don't
that,
think
sorry?
he's good. Jordan Boyd.
Jordan Boyd. You reckon he's
He's
gone?
gone.
I think he's gone. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, Campo. Both
Gone.
Campos win?
Gone.
Both of them, you reckon? I reckon they stay,
No.
bro.
They'll stay.
Bad.
They had a
Gone.
good game. Oh well, Lucas had a ripping game by the looks of it.
Lucas
in
had a great
VFL
game.
today. 30-odd
Well, he's
disposals.
been out injured for how long? He's been out injured for a while.
Who?
Yeah, they both copped their
Lucas.
injuries like
Lucas.
Nah.
concussion
He was out
and
for 2
Yeah.
weeks. He had like 18 VFL games, bro. He's only out for 2
When?
weeks.
This year?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Ben.
No, both
I
of
think
them.
I think they'll both stay. I think they'll both stay.
Yeah, both.
I think
Maybe.
Lucas showed a fair. I reckon Lucas showed a fair bit in his first game, and I was surprised that. Well, not surprised considering it is Michael Voss, but he actually dropped him. Like the week later, I was like, he's like the one guy offering us speed, and that again
Hey,
probably just didn't help.
The most boss. He was too good at football. That's why he didn't play. Just shout out, boss. He played Lucas Camperelli round 1, round 2, dropped him, brought him back round 24. Incredible.
Yeah.
Intellect, bro. You can't match it. So, Harry Charlson, you reckon he stays?
Oh.
I like him. I don't know.
He's
since
starting to
Billy
come
Wilson
on a
was
little bit late, which is good. But
Yeah,
he's getting maybe a 1-year deal.
maybe.
Or does
I'm
he-
happy with one. Happy with
Yeah.
one. So Matt Duffy gone.
Fogarty's
Yep,
gone.
He's gone. Fogarty's
Fogarty
gone. I
gone.
think he's had enough time.
Yep.
Haynes, give him
Haynes
another
staying.
year. He'll get another year's
Give him
contract.
10
Surely.
years. Give him 10 years.
Elijah's gone.
Yep.
Yep. Elijah's
Well,
gone.
his brother's going to follow him.
Ollie.
To North. Yep.
I think Ollie's gone. Yeah, Rob Monahan, he's gone. Forget about him.
Yep. 6. Yep. I'm down. Nick
Nick
Newman.
Newman. Well,
One
Stays, yeah.
Hudson O'Keefe's an interesting one.
Yeah, he's the one I'm undecided on.
Yeah,
So
I'm with you.
have-
I'm
we
with
have
you on
four-
that one.
We have 4 rucks on the list. We got
Yeah.
Pitto, Reedy, Flynn Riley, and Hudson O'Keefe. Now, for me, so we can't get rid of Riley. Reedy because he's on a 3-year deal, so he'll stay.
Mm.
So it's between those two. Which one do you keep? Because this is an interesting conversation. I have my logic behind it. I would pick Hudson because Hudson's played AFL games, and he's shown enough in those AFL games. Well, Flynn Riley hasn't. So which one? Do
I
you
feel
keep
so.
out of?
I feel so
No,
sorry
for-
for Hudson O'Keefe because Hudson O'Keefe was like a ruckman. Like he was literally drafted as a ruckman, and we've tried to mold him more into a forward as opposed to a ruck. And I think it's just through circumstance that he's found himself in a position where he can't get the best out of himself because of that. So I think, and again, I know we've got enough depth in the ruck department, but he's only maybe just starting to find his feet as a key tall forward. So I don't know. And then there's Flynn Riley, who we I think we plucked from underneath. Well, he was obviously a VFL Carlton player, but Collingwood, by all reports, were very, very keen on him. Like, they were very keen.
Yeah,
And I'm hearing a rumor
correct.
that Collingwood are actually, they're trying to offer him a long-term deal to try and get him from us. I want to keep both. I do want to keep Flynn Riley, but Hudson O'Keefe. I can see. I wouldn't be surprised if he is a one of the guys that just unfortunately doesn't get a contract. But I think he's starting to show something now that if we let him go, he gets picked up by someone else and he flourishes. Like,
It always happens,
he's
mate.
talented. He's talented though. But I don't know. But Jack, what are your thoughts?
I'm not a fan of Hudson O'Keefe, to be honest. I think he's. I mean, I know he's a big guy, but he's just slow at reactions. He's slow to react. I know he had a great game 2 weeks ago in the VFL. He kicked 5 goals or something, I think it was.
Yep. Kicked 3 today as well.
Yeah, he kicked 3 today, did he? Flynn Riley, I'd persevere. He's only a kid. He's only a kid, mate. And
He's older than Hudson O'Keefe.
Is he?
Yes.
How old is
I think
he?
in terms of their development wise, I think they're
No,
probably like in youthful. Yeah, I think
Hudson is
he's
20,
younger.
21.
Oh, okay. Well, I'd probably persevere maybe with Flynn Riley, give him a good pre-season and see how he goes next year. You don't know. Rucks are hard to come by these days, like forwards.
Yeah. So Hudson,
I'd
drop one.
I'll probably I don't know whether Hudson's going to be there next year. I don't know. Who knows?
For me, the one thing that that I would keep Hudson for is obviously his age on his side, and as I said, I think he's being moulded into a position he's not used to because he's a first choice ruck when he was coming through the ranks as a junior. But also we need depth in terms of key position forwards. So that for me is probably a reason why I would probably lean towards keeping him.
Maybe
Probably more than anything else, but
Can I tell you where I think the club is at? And this was the biggest thing for me. We needed a ruck forward position filled, and we brought in Lewis Young instead of Hudson O'Keefe. So I think that speaks volumes where the club rates him. So
yeah, true, yeah.
I like him. I think he's gone though.
Yeah.
probably.
It's a fair point.
Adam Sard gone, Zach Williams gone, Flynn Young you keep, and Lewis Young probably give him another year.
Yeah.
So that
Because he's a swing player. He can be handy in the ruck. Let's be honest here, and he's been doing well in the ruck.
100%.
Going up and down the ground. Lewis
So that's
Young.
out of 17 players, that's 8 we've delisted.
Yeah. Well, how many can we delist?
As many as we want, but I'm just
Yeah,
saying
as
we
many as you
delisted
want,
8.
depending on the amount of draftees we want to get. Yeah, and have list spots free for mid-season draft. I think that's good. And then there's obviously traded players as well. If we're gonna, I mean, I don't think there's anyone under contract we would trade, would we?
Jacob Wiedering.
Yeah. In that last quarter, he was Norton tore him apart in the last quarter. He's just so slow, Wiedering. He's so slow.
Wiedering does this thing, and I don't think he's shit. I think defensively he's like one of the greatest fullbacks in the comp, but he's just not. It's not like he's bad with the ball in hand, but he's not good either. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
But the thing is, he plays 20 or 30 meters ahead of his man at all times. We haven't been torn apart like behind the back like that. That sounds so sus. But usually players don't go over the top against our defense, other than now. And I don't think this is a coincidence that Jacob Wiedering's there. I think Wiedering still has this thing where he thinks he's surrounded by idiots. Like he doesn't realize he has a functioning backline with him now, so he can like relax and take accountability. But I don't know, man. Like, I like him, but if there was a Godfather offer, I'd take it in a heartbeat.
Yep. Yeah,
because
I think
I felt sorry for Dirksen today. To be honest, he looked all out at sea today. I mean, we're taking a player who's playing so well on the back line because of Wiedering. The other option was probably maybe he could have been dropped and Lewis Young stayed in because Lewis Young can play both sides of the ground.
Yeah, I think
and in the ruck.
Yeah, I think that was the correct decision. I think keeping Lewis Young in, like getting Lewis Young instead of Dirksen would have been the correct decision. But I don't think.
Yeah, he just looked at all at sea, because he's practically cemented a spot in the back line, hasn't he? If you think about it, not because now Wiederin's back, he's not going to get that opportunity, is he?
The only analogy I have for Wade Dirksen for that game was, when you see a lost child at a shopping center and they just don't know where they are.
You idiot.
You
Yeah,
turn around for a second, and like you're with your mum at the shopping centre, you turn around for a second and she's gone. You're like, where the fuck did you go, mum?
That's what Wade Dirksen feels like. All right,
Yeah.
He just looked like he didn't know what he was doing out there. Like he looked lost. It looked like he was a fan on the field. Like he doesn't know what to do. So it's not a knock at him, man. I think we'll resign him. I think he's great, but he needs to be back up.
Yeah, that's
like,
Well, I agree with what Tim says. Dirksen is the future. Yes, correct. I know they did when he was in the twos. Well, yeah, when he was in the. Yeah, well, when Dirksen was in the twos, he was actually going back and forward. And he was kicking goals. There's a few games there that he kicked a few goals, but I agree with what Tim said. The younger players are our future, and he's been he's been playing great in the back line. There was a play he did last week, which was just it was just amazing what he did when he fell over. And he was on his side, and he's still got the handball under pressure, and he's still got the handball out to a player. That was just fantastic. We're talking about a young kid here, right? Hey, Lana, how you doing down there?
Hey, Lana's joined us. How's it going? We're not teeing off on anyone tonight, Lana, so you can holster the weapon.
What happened?
Lana, go off. Lana, go off on Jack Savani. Go off on Jack Savani for
Jack Savani.
No, Lana's always good. When, of course, we do double edge Thursdays with Mrs. Edge. When we're playing Brisbane, leading to that game, I don't have to even bait my wife. I literally just throw a line out with no bait about Lachie Neale, and she just teed off. And Lana joined in, and fuck, it was funny because obviously Lachie Neale doing the dirty on his wife, funny shit, so funny. Dane Zorko, they got a few of them. But Lana joined in with gusto, which I did enjoy.
She's a ripper, Lana. I love her. She doesn't hold back. I'll tell you right now.
Hey, just quickly, how about the culture around women at the Brisbane Football Club? Because then you got Lachie Neale and then Dane Zorko, but they also made fun of what's that Essendon player's wife? When the whole whiteboard saga. Yeah, so they've got something there. You guys want to look into it deeper? I don't know. So,
there you go. Lana's gone off for your tush. There you go.
Todd says, "Would you,
Jack, give us one? Give us one of these."
80 fig, maniac.
Todd says, Wiedering, yes, he had a good game intercepting, but once he gets the ball, he takes 10 seconds, looks up, and gives the team time to set up or kick backwards. Doesn't want to attack. Yeah. And that's probably to do. Yeah, that's probably one deficiency in his game that does annoy me. And I've obviously noticed across the journey, but not until tonight really, because he hasn't been in the team for so long. And you've seen the dynamic of the defense, how quickly they are to switch the ball, move the ball, and keep the position. Whereas, tonight I was just like, hold on a second, why is he holding up the ball? Like, he takes too long to assess options. And even when we had the ball in his hands and the Dogs were pressing, defensively, they were pushing us into their forward 50 to try and contain the ball. And we just had the ball and I was like, oh, fuck, he's going to do that stupid thing again where he just bombs the ball out of defensive 50. And thankfully he didn't. But there's moments like that really...
His intercept marking was fantastic though today.
Incredible. Yeah.
He's the best. He's the best at it. Let's be honest. I mean, and Harry D is not far behind him now. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Very, very unlucky, I think, with Young. It was kind of 50-50. I think that Dirksen had to play some of Young's utility type role anyway, because he was obviously in defense, push forward. But just with Dirksen, what the fuck was he doing? Marking that ball from Frankie.
I was just gonna bring it up.
That was a brain feint. That was a brain feint. Bad.
Juggled that ball across the line, which I think didn't happen during the game as well.
But they said it was, but it was a goal for Frankie. It wasn't a mark. It was a goal.
It was Dirksen. Dirksen on the broadcast.
No, Frankie. They gave it to Frankie Evans.
They give it to
Frankie. It ended up being a
It was over the line. Over the line.
This guy, I died laughing. He marked it over the line, brought it back in, kicked it back out. I love. No,
First goal at AFL footy. He's like, yeah.
Hugger was Frankie Evans though.
I
man.
agree, Todd.
Fucking
I agree
Frankie.
with what
another
Todd
bloke,
said.
Another bloke who I was critical of him, like during Voss's tenure. This is maybe something that Voss did, but like he kept playing. Like you'd play him, he'd have a shit game, back to the VFL, come back again a week later, shit game, go back to the VFL, and I'm like, why is he giving this guy games? Like he hasn't really earned it. And again, Voss's selection integrity up the shitter, but I think Frankie has helped him in a sense because he's in like, no, I gotta really grasp this opportunity. So must admit, he has become one of my favourite players. Again, a player that just plays with heart and soul, throws his body in, like a meat and potatoes, bread and butter type player, like just unassuming, does his role to a T. So, fuck, he was good again. So good. Tim says, had a cracker game last couple of weeks. Can't knock someone for one mediocre game. It's talking about Young.
Yeah. With that.
Lana's up and about, giving a flex. Ellen says, Boyd, Duffy, Fogarty, Hollins, ×2, Monaghan, O'Keefe, Sard, Williams, gone. Is that what we said?
I think Tim's talking about Dirksen.
Or is he talking about Dirksen?
I think he's talking about Dirksen.
Oh, he might be, yes, potentially. But then you said Lewis Young has completely kept his spot the last couple of weeks. I don't know.
Well, that's what I'm talking about when it comes to the small forwards like Frankie Evans. I mean, have a look at him. I mean, and his skills at passing the ball into the forward 50s is unbelievable. Like last week, he was doing bullets.
Yeah.
Can I just
Right.
say I'm a sucker for good photography. I've just found a photo on the AFL gallery. I don't know who's
Oh,
taking
please.
it.
Please.
What
please
is it?
share
I'm putting it up. I'm uploading. Oh no, there's an issue. I'll just share my screen.
Don't tell me it's something to do with St Kilda.
No. It's to do with this game.
Is this porn
Ah.
again? Is this porn? Are you going to get me this time?
No,
You will one time.
I really don't know what
What's
it is.
going on here? They're all in brawl, mate.
Look at that.
Morgan
at that.
Hancock. He's been in the rafters and he's shooting
Hey,
down.
hey, Damo. You know who's on the bottom of that pack?
Widders.
Who's on the bottom?
It's Hayward.
No,
Yeah.
right down the bottom, underneath
there
you,
he is, look
on
at
the
him.
other side.
Look at him.
Dean.
The redhead.
Dean's on the other side. Have a look.
Yeah, because he's the one who started that brawl. He started it.
That's a great photo. I love that. There's one just before as well. It's similar.
What's that? A drone shot? Is it?
I don't know. I don't know how they've gotten this. Oh, here we go.
No,
This
they
one.
on Marvel, there's like a walkway, and photographers normally go up there and they can shoot across the ground or straight.
Oh,
across.
really?
So that's the perspective he got. Yeah, yep.
Look at Dean.
Pretty good.
Look at him.
It's Dean.
Love it.
Yeah,
Like
Dean's at the bottom,
forearm
mate.
to his neck.
Because he was thrown to the ground. He was the first one thrown to the ground.
And look who's getting into it. It's Matt Kennedy, bro. Nick Haynes and
Oh,
Cody
yeah.
Wake. Oh, this is incredible. This is incredible.
He had a great game too, Kennedy, today, didn't he?
I don't know. Fuck him. Fuck that club.
Why?
This way for Carlton. I don't give a shit.
Well, you can blame Voss for Kennedy, can't you? Come on, man.
I don't blame Kennedy. I don't hate him as a person, but he's not a Carlton.
Come on.
Nah, fuck him. What do you mean, Jack? I don't care unless you're wearing navy blue.
I'm not one-eyed like I used to be like you, brother. The one-eyed days are gone, mate. I look at football in a bigger spectrum, not like you.
Hey, I'm here for the football part. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I just play good football. I don't know. I don't care what happens after that.
Yeah, nothing but a Zhash. That's what I call Andy.
Now, did Dirksen do this during the game, or was it another player? Because we had a player that was going to mark the footy, and it had already crossed the line. It juggled over. It was like in the second or third quarter. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if it was. Dirksen or
I
someone
can't
else.
remember.
I'll have to have a look back at the broadcast. But like went to go mark it and juggled it across the line. And I was like, fuck.
Oh, I could answer that for you, Darren. Yeah, I think he's finished, mate. I kind of feel for him because I reckon he should have. I mean, Damo spoke about this a while ago that Sard should have been pushed up the ground more.
Mm.
Right? It should have just been pushed up the ground more, But hey, it is what it is, and that's the way it goes. I think he's finished.
Dirksen over
Look at
Sullivan is
Dirksen.
my favorite. Yeah, fucking.
It's like he's not even. It's like acknowledge me.
Yeah. It reminds me of Fantasia. Look at him. Why is he in every song? It reminds me of Fantasia. All Fantasia before was celebrate. I swear that's
The
it.
ultimate celebrator.
Well, he's got to do something today because he did nothing.
Yeah. Hard.
Might have been. I think Tim says it was Kemp, maybe.
Oh,
Oh, maybe it was Kemp that juggled it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah,
See, look, no
They should be
expression,
bowing down.
no nothing. Just walk straight down the race. Let's get to the
business.
players.
He's all business, isn't
That's
it?
the way. That's the way you got to be.
Oh, there we go. Just Todd says A1 Bakery is hiring. Poor Sadi. I feel sorry for Sadi. Because
Todd.
I feel
Just
sorry
look
for
at that comment.
I know. What a funny cunt.
I feel
Hey,
sorry for
that was my
for
first
Sado
job
because
when I was a kid. I worked
A1
there.
Bakery. There you go.
Well.
Voss was like he was the one who fast tracked the downfall of Adam Saad, though. Must admit, like he's been crafted.
Well, that's what
into
I
being a
say. He
lockdown
should have been
defender.
pushed up the ground, not play as a
When
lockdown
we first
defender.
got him,
It's a waste.
He's like a running defender.
Just inside. Saad's proper dirty on himself with how he's been playing. So it's not like he doesn't care. Like he
No,
is
of
feeling
course.
it, you know? So I just feel like the one thing he had was speed. And when you get older, you lose that. And he never,
Lose
like
that,
he's
yeah.
kicking, you know, like you lose the penetration in your legs, you lose the like speed. He never had a tank. He was never the best defender. So
Hey, Todd, they're my cousins, mate. Balha. And they're rip-offs. Trust me, they're absolute rip-offs, mate.
Yeah. Did you see? Speaking just on the back of that, these, of course, images of phrase. This is what I got post game. I don't know if it's going to get rid of you boys if you're going to go in the back room, but here it is. It'll play for about 10 seconds. Everyone's saying Cruz. Of course, there's Cruz is coming down always, but in absence of like, there's no theme song. Everyone was singing the theme song and going about phrase. Just what a man! What a man!
You know. You look at him. If you look at that shot, that film clip that you just put, and he's walking down the race, and he's got practically no emotion on his face. Right, he's got nothing really going. Right, but to hear the cheers and people clapping him and all that sort of stuff, surely there's inside of him he'd have some joy. Surely, come on,
he
come on,
100%.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
He's walking out. You can see he's proud. He's walking out, but he's got no expression. But inside, surely, well, you just have to watch his presser.
yeah. Well, there's vision. I think it was against in the Brisbane game post game. And everyone was chanting, "We want Fraser."
Yes,
there's like
correct.
a shot on the broadcast that they actually got, and he's like a bit of a smile on his face. So like, why would you not be like feeling good about that? Like, shit, you've done a good job when the entire fan base is chanting, "We want you." Like,
I have never in my time in following football, and I followed football at a very young age. And then on the later days, I had never, ever heard anyone chant for a coach. That was the first time. Never heard it in my life.
The only thing close we've gotten was the Voss the Boss signs in the cheer squad, and they will be around the ground. We've gotten behind a coach, but since then, bro, never.
Well, I'm talking every club, or the AFL. I've never, ever heard
even that.
chant for a coach. Never in my life have I heard it. First time.
What do you make of the attendance? Because it's 44,000. I feel like that's a bit underwhelming. I don't know. I know it's not our home game.
Yeah,
yeah, but it's their home game. But we outnumbered them.
I know. We always do. We've done it the last 3 weeks, 2 weeks.
Watch next week. Watch next week.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly right.
Watch next week. How much we're going to have there? Last game of the year, brother.
Where were you sitting, Atush? Where were you sitting? I was like on the side of where the benches are, but like if you're sitting on the bench on the right hand side, like in the pocket,
Okay. I was right
Um,
above the bench, so I'm a bit embarrassed to say. So it was Medallion Club, so level 2.
oh, that's a
Uh,
medallion club, of course, man.
yeah. So I
How's
was
this bloke? Medallion Club.
Yeah.
guys. I work hard. But I don't like the Medallion Club, for me honest. The fucking people there, they're a bit posh and all that. So it's a great view though, man. Great view.
Yeah.
I prefer level
it would
1.
be, yeah.
Level 1 with the dogs. Yeah, that's why I like it.
Level 2 though, it's great. Like in terms of, like I always say,
View.
if you're foreign to the AFL, like the best
Yeah.
seats to have is like on the wing, a little bit elevated, so you can see like the full setup and appreciate it. But yeah, in terms of atmosphere, ground level, and where I was sitting tonight, it was kind of obviously away seating, general admission, but we were surrounded by Carlton. There was maybe 2 doggy supporters in the row behind us with another guy who was Carlton, and he was like always saying to them like, geez, you've gone quiet a bit, like just riling them up a bit. Because it was just surrounded by Carlton. Like we outnumbered them even though it was their home game.
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah.
the doggy supporters around me, just shout out the old guy in front of me who told me, "Hey mate, settle down, watch your language when there's 2 minutes left and my team's on the precipice of wild card. Like, fuck you.
Exactly.
Don't ever tell me what to do." All right. He was so filthy. I started singing the song after the siren.
Doggy
He
style, was
hated
it?
it. Yeah, he hated it,
Oh,
bro.
classic.
It was an old guy. He hated it. I'm like, we just made wild card. We're so good. We didn't even need to win. We didn't even need to win
Exactly.
against you guys. We made wild card.
What a
So,
pisser. Darren asked the question that I think it won't come to fruition. What will happen if Fraser doesn't get the job? Carlton will be burnt down to the ground.
Oh,
think
they'll
about,
be
like,
all right.
smoke
They'll be all
shops.
right. They'll be all right.
The belt.
They'll be
To the belt.
they'll be all right, mate.
hey, what's his name? Rob Priestley?
There'll be a,
Don't
we'll
stop.
go. You're gonna have a riot. You're gonna have farmers come down with tractors full of shit and put outside the club and all this sort of stuff. And who knows? It's gonna be mayhem if it happens. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah. Annie, of course, this is a Pies man. I forget his actual use. Let us know what your actual username is because I forget it's been that long. But he always likes to use K to spell Carlton because I think he's trying to say it's the KKK. But we're not. But Mr. Big Shot Medallion, man, he is. Call him Mr. Big. That's all you need to say, Annie. Is Tushy's Mr. Big. In more ways than one, he would say. Tim says, but the
Especially
team.
from the waist down.
Exactly. Hey, I'm still wearing my crop jumper, mate. Don't
Stand
worry.
up. You made wild card. Stand up.
That's true, yeah. I got snapped last time for putting on my long sleeve old school Carlton jumper with like the main sponsor, which is like early 2000s. I think it was
Yeah,
Annie
yeah.
actually, this bloke. He took a screenshot of it as I was pulling down the jumper. You could see like the bottom of my stomach.
And it was like Bluebaggers.
He said, trust
Yes.
Damo's gut. I'm like, oh, very good, very good.
That is good. I like that. You got a good
So
chat.
Tim
It's a funny
says-
chat.
Team has moved past Sard. Don't think he gets another year.
No, I agree. I think he's be playing EDFL or somewhere next year.
See, I think out of all those older players, between like him and Williams, I think there's more of a chance. Like, I'm not saying it'll happen, but I wouldn't be like super surprised if Sard stays for 1 year.
You reckon?
Compared to the
His
other
depth,
guys on
yeah.
the list, yeah. Yeah, it's there.
sure.
Well, Hack Williams is the biggest injury-prone player we've ever had, just about, isn't he?
Yeah. Everyone used to be injury prone. I think we've got it under lock,
Yeah.
bro. Like Ferrer was very injury prone. Zach was
Yeah,
like
bad.
every game last year.
Soft
as-
tissue injuries was rife for that club, mate.
Yeah, but that's because of our conditioning coach. He sucked. So we got a new
Yeah.
one. We're chilling.
I'll tell you what, though, anyone watch Ankle Sore? Andy was giving it to Wiedering.
Of course he was.
Was
Was
he
he upset that we made wildcard?
Oh man, the guy's got to put negativity somewhere in there, doesn't he? He has to. That's what I love about Andy.
I
You
don't
know,
know.
when we were losing, his videos were just unbelievable to watch.
Yeah, no, they're funny to watch. But then I feel like when you start winning, your shtick kind of goes away. So
Yeah, it was there, but he still give some negativity here and there.
oh yeah, 100%.
He's a funny bloke, mate.
He's my
I'm
third
just having a
favorite
look
Andy
now.
on YouTube.
There's a few around. Now, this is a bloody screen share for Ants again. Let me just see if we can zoom in. But this is just looking at the draft history of. Now, there's been some plotters across the journey. There always is. You're never going to have 100% efficiency picking up the best players. But you look at the draft picks and the gems that we've got across the journey. So, obviously, Billy Wilson, pick 34. Matt Carroll, rookie draft.
Yep.
Cooper Lord, mid-season rookie draft.
Yep.
Then we've got who else is there?
Nick
Obviously,
Haynes.
there's Jagger,
Yeah.
Harry O'Farrell, unrestricted free agent Nick Haynes. Like recent seasons, he's really built this list right up. And then, of course, in recent times, Taylor Byrne. We won't count Harry Dean, but Taylor Byrne, Jack Ison, pick 45, pick 47. Ison, Academy player, of course, as well. But
Wade Dirksen, SSP, bro. Fuck, I forgot.
yeah,
And he's played like almost
Yeah.
every game. Can I just point out real quick? We got Ben Ainsworth for pick 29. What the fuck were Gold Coast thinking?
yeah.
Pick
Give it away.
29. Yeah. Fuck it. We gave like pick 40 for Florent. You know?
That's Moneyball. That is the definition of Moneyball. Fucking hell.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you,
Did
Lana.
very well.
How old is Ben Ainsworth? Anyone know?
27, 28.
Yeah,
Was he?
27. Yep.
He's got a few years ahead of himself.
And just scrolling back through as well, like there is Lockie Cowan, pick 30. I forget that he was pick 30.
Hey, Blake Acres is my favorite trade ever. Can we bro, we gave him like pick 60, we got back pick 72. Like, so we got him for nothing.
Oh, yeah, for free. Yeah, exactly right. Far out.
Is that so those games next to their names, so like Blake Acres 75, is that his games before he came to us or what he's had at us?
I think that's
Is he
with us, I think. Because he's
That's
played
sick,
over 100
bro.
games at Freo, St Kilda, yeah.
So there you go. Wow. So he's played
Yeah, so
75
he's
games.
passed great. That's what they
He was
rated
good
as
at
well.
St Kilda. I remember when he played at St Kilda. He was great.
He's in my
Yeah.
super
So they've
coach.
given it
He's in my
I've given
super
it like
coach.
a pass grade of C+, and he's turned into a B grade for according to them anyway. Like as this Elijah Hollins was D, now he's B, but now he's back to D again, unfortunately. How is Aratia Fantasia? He was a B and now he's still a B.
Because he did nothing. Because he did nothing at Port and came over to us and did nothing there. So
Yeah, so he stayed the same grade.
yeah, benchmark. So
Far out.
Rob Monahan.
Yes.
Those Irish guys are spuds. I will drive Rob Monahan myself to the airport. Just I'll drop you off, cuz. Don't worry about the Uber.
Yeah, bid him farewell. Far out. Yeah, we've done pretty well across the journey.
See, Todd. Here's the thing. I don't think the jumper punch and ankle sore are the same. So, like, I think the jumper punch have some
Yeah.
level-headed people on there. Ankle sore's just always angry. Like,
Oh, they got David Reese Jones on the jumper punch.
exactly. There's good people on there. So I don't think like ankle sore's just always angry. You can support however you want, bro. I'm not saying anything, but you can't put them in the same category for me.
Very good there, Annie. I forget your actual name. Pie supporter says when we win wild card versus Carlton, we're going to have the biggest piss party in the MCG car park. Mrs. Edgerton, this is a reference to post the Collingwood game. She spotted like a handful of Collingwood supporters pissing literally as you walk out down the steps. Gate 7 or whatever, and there's like literally illuminated, and they're pissing up against trees. They're like, dude, all these kids are around. Like, go and just piss in the fucking cover of darkness.
I read that as a piss party, as in beers. Like, we'll get on the
yeah,
beers.
no, literally, yeah, it would be the more logical. Yeah, there's a few there's a few people that don't enjoy some people's content. That's totally fine. I mean, you can't please everyone. Like I don't watch enough of what is it, the ankle sore and stuff. Like I've seen some of the stuff, but yeah.
I reckon Austin was pushed out the door, mate. I don't think he left.
Yeah,
There's-
no,
there's-
he's
there's
still in
in-
the club. He's still in the
yeah,
club.
yeah.
Wrong combination.
There you go. See, he's still in the club. How much for? I wonder.
No clue. Emotional damage. Yeah, 3 teams.
Oh, that's
Trevor
right. Yeah,
Ainsworth is
Ainsworth, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
But still, you would say in terms of what Ainsworth has offered.
Got well paid to sit.
I feel like
Yeah,
Austin was
well,
just a
yeah.
scapegoat. Austin was a scapegoat.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of these kids came in. Like, it's not like again. I know the Chero trades look back at a lot. But like Chera came in and he was great for a year. It's not Nick Austin's fault that he didn't develop. You know, imagine if Chera's got better and better every year, bro. His first year was fucking incredible. So
Well,
it's not his fault.
well, don't forget, Agresta walked out, and then Austin was pushed out. There you go. So you had your list manager, and what are they? Both list managers, or what? What's Agresta? He was the what do you call Agresta? He was overlooking the list management, wasn't he?
Yeah. Nick Austin wasn't when he got to the club. Zach Williams inside was already a done deal. So it was already done, wrapped up in a bow tie. He just had to take responsibility for it.
Yeah, well, he didn't. He didn't bring them in.
Yeah, he didn't. That's right.
No,
it was technically under his reign. Technically, it's like under his.
Yeah,
thing.
well,
but
you can't blame him for
negotiated
those deals. Yeah, no.
Yeah, well, if you listen to if you haven't, go and check it out. Nick Austin's chat with John Ralph, because he speaks about and he laughs at the Zach Williams deal. He's virtually saying like, because he's talking about there was a question from John Ralph about St Kilda's performance at the trade table and of course getting free agents and getting TDK, and he said any free agent you get, you're locked in. And he like was talking about Zach Williams, and he was like, yeah, he's obviously hasn't got the best out of himself. He's been injured, but it's kind of what comes part and parcel with a free agent. So
Nick Austin's his blue eyes. He looks like Game of Thrones. He looks like. Wait, hang on.
Yeah, he looks like he's high on. Yeah, I don't think Breaking. This is another pop culture reference, but Breaking Bad, the crystal meth, 99% purity. Like his eyes look like the blue of crystal meth. It's like crystal meth in his eyes every time I look into it.
I'm with you, 100%.
It's the blue. It's the blue. It's fucking crazy. Here we go. What have you got for us, Atush?
Porn.
Oh yes. Oh yeah, the White Walkers. Yeah, White Walker.
Yes,
100%.
look at his eyes, bro. Look at that. That's what he used to look like. He used to scare me, bro.
Fucking hell. I couldn't take him seriously. When he first came to us, I was like, I can't take this bloke seriously with those eyes.
He was too pretty. He was too pretty, bro. I would get lost in his eyes. Like stargazing.
Well, just speaking to stargazing, yeah. Just speaking to Nick Austin, I've got to find it because Nick Nigrapontis, I think you pronounce his surname, on Twitter, you're probably across him, big Carlton man, he was at SEN, Wild Builder Sports, but I have to go to track it down because he made a tweet about 3 weeks ago talking about Nick Austin, and Nick Austin's wife replied to it. And
that's right. I remember that.
yeah, it said something about like, good to see they replaced him with someone of better quality or something. It's like, because they obviously haven't replaced him. So it shows that
that's right.
He was just.
She was pissed off, and she was pissed off. But look, he shouldn't have got 5 years. I mean, he shouldn't have just. That wasn't. I mean, that's when that Flog Lloyd was at the club, wasn't he? So yeah.
He's a fucking little dog, bro. He's a meerkat. That's what he looked like. You know, meerkat.
Yeah. He knew he was doomed.
Well, once, sorry, go.
Yellow, go.
Yeah. When you have someone that comes out that survives an external review and says, "Oh, I have survivor's guilt. I should have also been fired." Why the fuck did he stay at the club for another 4 years?
Well, that interview, that interview that I saw at him at the airport that time was a disgrace.
Oh, yes.
Do you remember that?
Fuck, man.
Remember that?
Yes.
Remember that? That was a disgrace. That interview, right? He knew he was gone. He knew. He just knew he was. It's all over. Once Wright came in, he was gone. He was gone, mate.
I genuinely think there's more videos of Desi Freeman than there is Brad Lloyd doing press conferences. Like,
you never saw him. He was a ghost. We were saying, man, a couple of mates of mine behind the scenes, when they finally posted shit about him on the Facebook page, we said, "Oh, look at this! The ghost has come out finally. He's gone. You know, he's just gone. It's all over."
He's still going.
And it's, you're right.
That's what I can smell.
You don't even hear anything from him.
That's right.
Nothing. And how long was he at the club for?
I can't speak too much about Brad Lloyd because I have a conflict of interest. He was at the club when I was working. When I was working at the club, when I headed up the video team at Carlton back in 2018, he was there.
Yep.
Meerkat. Yeah, that's what I'll say is yes, he was a meerkat.
Yep.
But someone that, you know what, fuck, I'll just say. Someone, to me, who is the epitome of being comfortable and too comfortable in their role, that they get away with keeping their role if they don't rock the boat and if they don't actually do anything, like holding the senior coach to account, holding the assistant coaches to account, not making any changes.
So what was his
everything's all
job?
good.
What was his job down there? Then he did nothing.
News.
What did he
Yeah,
do down
Supposed to
there?
be head of football. Supposed to be head of
Supposed to jerk
football.
off.
He did nothing down there.
But nice fellow. Everyone's a nice fellow, but yeah, I think people.
Is that Mrs. Edge?
Oh, it is. Yes, it is. He said.
Hi,
he's
Mrs. Edge.
Hey, Ash.
Hi, I can't hear you.
Oh, they're saying hello.
I assume.
Mrs. Edge.
They said. No, they said nothing.
Mrs. Edge.
Mrs. Edge. He's loving it.
Is she watching us in the other room?
No, she was on at the start. She kicked us off. I was.
Okay.
We were sharing the same mic and sharing the same heart, as we do, as husband and wife. You share the same heart.
Said they call him Carpet Snake.
Carpet snake?
NDA. You can't say anything. Suppose Illuminati. No. I just don't like besmirching people that I've worked with in the past. But like as a supporter, I will say that I was surprised to see, because I was only at the club for one season because I was fucking over footy. I was burnt out from working in footy, but it was a dream to work at Carlton, obviously. But post leaving Carlton and having been there, I was so surprised to see him last as long as he did. He'd already been there for 2 or 3 seasons, I think, before he.
So all up, he was there for 7-8 years.
Roundabout, yeah. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, and seeing us perform the way we did, how shit we were, Voss not getting the job done, and I'm like, does not surprise me that there wasn't any change, like in the assistant coaches really around him, keeping him as a senior coach. I'm like, fuck, come on. And then thankfully he's gone. Graham Wright comes in. He's like, you got one chance. Graham Wright, again, another pop culture reference here for you, Atush. This is like the Avengers.
Yeah.
One chance. Doctor Strange. This is Graham Wright. He's saying to him, one chance. And
I thought
fucking blown it.
I thought you were going to quote Eminem. I thought you were going to quote Eminem.
Oh, I've got one chance. One opportunity. No. This is Doctor Strange when, talking about the
Yes,
clip.
yes. Yeah.
He's saying
This
like
is the
Iron
one.
Man, look, you got one chance.
Yeah.
1 in 1 million chance. And Michael Voss, you blew it. Thanos is like, done the click, fucking obliterated the club. But we're back though. Fraser is our Iron Man.
That's good because they had to lose that to win that battle in the long run. That was the only way they would have won if they fucking bottom out like the way they did in Avengers. So I don't know if you actually knew that, but it makes even more sense. So
They had to bottom out to actually,
to win against Thanos.
come back from where they were.
They had to lose all their. Yeah, fuck. So
Fuck this.
I love the pop culture
Parallels,
references
man.
here. Yeah,
Parallels.
this is
Life
life
imitating
imitates art.
Life imitating
Yeah.
art. Yeah. Grace, fucking look at this, man. We're sharing the same brain now. Oh, classic. My bro was forced to sign the 360 deal. Who won the block? Oh, yeah, I should have asked. Oh, shit. Sorry, Daz. I'll have to find out from Ash because she's a block watcher, of course. Is this you, Jonas, or is this our resident Collingwood man masquerading as you? Because you've used Carlton with a K. And that's something our Collingwood man does. So what's going on here, Jonas? Is this not you? Have I been calling you Jonas all along and it's not actually you? That would be a plot twist.
What's the question?
He said, come on, Jack and Damon, name the made men down at Carlton.
Name the 5 families. Name them, Damon. Name the 5 families. Name them.
Are we talking about the Westeros, the families of Westeros or whatever?
Oh, no, there's just 5. So there's the Mathesons. I'm not going into detail.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to die.
Oh, yeah. Like the Carlton crew. Yeah. The benefactors, we'll call them that. Or
yes. The coterie
the
groups.
big dogs.
All that.
The coterie groups, yeah.
You don't want to know. You don't want to know who my cousin is. I'll tell you right now.
Someone said, Jack. Someone said, I'm sorry. I should have laughed.
What was it?
I'm laughing because Foil Grimmer said your microphone's a bit loud, But I'm
sorry.
just laughing at the
Sorry.
fact that he's used the ampersand as like he's tried to censor himself by saying bald. Why have you censored yourself with an ampersand? Thank you for the $2 there, for Grim. Oh my God,
What a
that took me by
donation.
surprise.
Oh, sorry about that. I do apologise. Yeah, it is a pretty powerful mic. I even turned it down in StreamYard.
Oh, did you? Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
turned it down about quarter in StreamYard.
Oh wow,
It's a pretty powerful
it's
mic.
powerful mic.
Yes, it is.
What
Oh
did
wait, I've
Brad
got
Lloyd?
this.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
I think he meant what did he do in a normal day? Nothing.
Oh, I'm not too sure.
Nothing.
Oh, you know what? Ash and I in the stands, we're doing that. Yeah, give me a big smooch. Give me some tongue, Latush. Give me some. Get the mouth open. Give me some tongue.
It's reserved for my missus. It's not gay if I don't give tongue.
No, it's right. He doesn't give you anything in return, though. It's the thing as well.
He
when-
makes me feel things my missus could never feel at football.
Where was he gone? Oh no, Tush. I think it says device not. I've lost him.
Connected.
I accidentally turned off my mic instead of taking away the background, so I don't know why I did that.
When Frankie was doing like the things that he was doing, kicked a goal. Wife and I, obviously Frank the Tank's named after like Will Ferrell in what's the movie? Bloody Frank the Tank. And he does like the Frank the Tank. That's the that's literally the. You don't know? Oh,
No.
can't remember the because literally Frank the Tank. That's the nickname. It's from this movie with Will Ferrell. Early days.
Okay.
Gotta find it.
Okay.
But anyway, that's the movement that my wife and I were doing in the stands. People were like, "I have no idea what you're doing," but it's Frank the Tank.
There you go. Old school, like Raina says.
Well, you got
Yeah, old school. That's what it is. Old school.
Mate.
That's the one.
MC
You're
Labour.
all across it. Old school is the name of the movie. Very good, Raina, on the ball because my brain is not. Voss has been much better for culture and future. Of what?
Yeah.
Klein.
Oh, his future and culture and the future decline in less time for Lloyd. So that's supposed to say decline. I don't know what less time for Lloyd means.
Oh, I think he's got less time. I think he had more time. Voss had better influence on culture than Lloyd ever did, I think is what he's saying.
Okay, well we debunked that one.
That's the whole thing. We never heard from Lloyd. That's the thing.
Mm.
And all the time
Yeah.
he was there, we never heard from him. But here you are. You got Davies. You hear from him all the time. Nearly, he's doing interviews on SEN and this and that. What was Lloyd doing?
Jerking off.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, gotcha. Yep, gotcha there too.
And future than Lloyd. I agree with that. I think he set standards in terms of being hard at the ball and somewhat of a winning culture, but it just didn't last. It just didn't last for long. And then his downfall was worse than. I feel like the bad outweighs the good with Voss.
Mm.
Is your card?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, let me ask you this question then.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this question, both of you, and chat. So how? What do you make of when the 2023 season? What do you make of that then? Under
Right
Voss?
now, with
Yeah,
hindsight,
what do you make
Like-
of it? A lot
like-
of people say it was just one of those things, and going to
It was
cost
lightning
us
in a
the
bottle.
end. Yeah,
no, it's
that's
stupid.
what
It
I'm
was
asking.
lightning in a bottle. It's lightning in a bottle. You know what I mean by that?
So that period of time back then, he had the players on his side. He had the players on his side.
You can have I
Otherwise-
think the
Otherwise,
majority
they
of the
wouldn't have done
players.
what they did.
Because first of all, we want Frazier. Sign the contract, brother. The job is yours. 1-8 2 months ago. 11-2 in the last 3 months.
Yeah.
Guys, I got
Yeah.
one word for you. Wildcard Blues, baby. Watch this. Stand back. Stand back.
What else?
We taking the
What
fucking
a-
city.
mate.
We taking the city, baby. We see you September. Da, 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 da. to go! Da, 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 da! We are the baby blues! We are the...
I'll tell you what, mate.
That is all time.
If you're hanging around with us, we'd knock you off, mate.
Nah, you wouldn't. You love me. I'd be too lovable, Jack.
So I just noticed that was there, so I had to play it.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. It was
That's why
worthy
you were
occasion.
laughing.
Yeah. Absolute pisser.
See, Jack, I still think the majority of the players still played for him, even when he left. I think they still liked him.
Yeah, back
No.
then.
Even now, I still think a lot of the players didn't hate him. I think there was a couple. There was Walsh, Wiedering,
Yeah,
Cripps
I
stood
understand
by him
that.
until the end. There were still players, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, you can love a man however much you want. This goes for life. If they're shit, bro. You can be in love with a woman and it's a toxic relationship. Doesn't matter how much you love them. It's shit.
I'll give you a perfect example. I'm going to give you a perfect example. Like I grew up with the VFA, yeah?
Mhm.
So my favourite coach, obviously I followed, when I was back, I grew up in Coburg. So I followed Coburg in the VFA. And Phil Cleary was the coach, and he won a couple of premierships with him. The players could not stand him, but they loved how he coached. So it's two different things, you see.
Yeah.
So we don't know what the scenario was with. I mean, players. Look, if players were walking out when he was at Brisbane, and then players walked out when he was here with us, like Kerno and whatever, same thing, you know. So I don't know. I don't know what to make of it, but
We'll never know, but I just see things like Jagger Smith coming out and being like, "Oh, we learned a lot under him, we loved them, whatever, blah blah blah." If they really, and people are like, "Oh, that's a media narrative." If they really wanted to push that, our media team, they're very fucking strong. They know what they're doing. They would get senior leaders. They would get everyone, bro. I feel like Jagger just said that on his own volition. I don't think that was forced. So it was clear that they loved him. It was clear that they liked playing, not liked playing under him, but they liked being around him. But it just didn't work out.
I think he's a good
People person.
I think he's a good. He's a good bloke. Like I've said in the past, that like when I was at the club, Brendan Bolton probably wasn't the strongest in terms of being a people person. Like tactically, we could see some like building blocks there from what he wanted to do with a list that was too young, and he was never going to be given time to actually implement that plan. But not the strongest in terms of being a motivator. Not the strongest in terms of being a good communicator. Michael Voss, I think, was a great communicator. And he's Michael Voss. He's fucking a champion player. So naturally he is a bit of a leader and they all look up to him. But I think there's no mark on him with regards to that. But I would say from a pure coaching perspective, I'm sure there's frustration with the players. They're always going to lean back on he's a nice bloke. And you're not going to say something bad about a guy who's a nice guy but can't do his job properly.
You're not going to say publicly something about a coach. Do you think he'll ever coach again?
Voss, he'll be an assistant coach.
Yeah, I don't think.
Apparently, Collingwood, of course, Craig McRae's there. He's like best mate. So I reckon he'll like jobs for mates and get him a gig, and probably get rid of Brendan Bolton. I know he's already at St Kilda, isn't he? He'll get rid of like someone else, and Vossi will come in because he's like good mate with him. So like good luck to him. I think Voss, like in terms of that, like being a good, from what I've heard anyway, when he was at Port, he was a great coach in terms of development for younger players. And probably, again, stems from being a nice guy, being a good communicator, good motivator. But I think tactically, he's just not all there. Like he was an incredible in and under player, and it's no surprise that like he's
he lives through
game
Cripps.
plan it was literally living through our best contested player, and that being like the cornerstone of our entire game plan was like win the contest. It's like cool. What do we do after that? I don't know. Win the contest. It's up to you. I'm the coach here.
I think he was too good at football. Like you look at like the really good managers in like football, so soccer, right? All the really good players were never really good coaches, you know, because they were just too good at football. Where, like, I'm sure Voss used to look at our players and be like, why can't you guys just beat 3 players, do a 360 and just run inside?
100%.
Why can't you do it? I could do that. Why can't you do it? Like, I don't think he understood, you know? Like when you're that talented, you don't have an appreciation for the way the game works. Like you do, 100%. But not to an extent where you need to know the nitty gritty. Like someone like Frankie Evans will be a fucking incredible coach because he's not that good talent-wise.
Yep.
You know?
Exactly.
But like he works his ass off. He knows what patterns are. He knows what running patterns are. He knows where to be positioning, all that. Voss was just like naturally good. So he never had to learn all that. You know,
Oh, he was
It's so true.
Absolute
Yeah,
superstar.
Yeah,
superstar.
absolute
Exactly.
gun.
Oh,
Yeah, and probably I reckon that is there's a bit of truth behind that. Like, if you were to analyze like every senior coach, and like James Hurd's probably going to add again another stint to Essendon, and I don't think I think again Hurd is in terms of being an Essendon player. I actually really appreciate what he has to say when he's in the media, and like seems like a really nice bloke, but totally right. Like, if you're so naturally gifted, you don't have to do too much. Like, it comes second nature. So if you're a coach and you're trying to impart your knowledge of the game, it's like, well, just do it. Go out there and do it. Like, it's an instinctual thing. Like, I don't know. There's so many across the journey. Nathan Buckley, another one. Who again,
There's
I
one
worked
good one.
with Bucks
Sorry,
when I was
there's
at Collingwood.
Yeah.
And he's a great bloke. Like, really, like, super smart dude. Super smart, down to earth. Would always stop for a chat, have a bit of a yarn, bit of banter, but same sort of thing. Like, and he had an issue as well. Like, he admitted it as well publicly, but also, you know, in terms of, I was privy with meetings and stuff, obviously filming the debriefs with the players and whatever. But and in terms of dockers and features that we did, but he was someone that wanted to hold control over coaching. Like, he wanted to do everything and not delegate anything to his assistants. And it was only when he took on feedback and actually then started delegating to assistants that the Pies actually started to become better. And like 2018, it was 2018? When did they make the bloody, it was 2018 when they made the grand final against West Coast, I think it was. And that was like, Bucks was virtually like the team one kick away from making him a premiership coach. Like, craziness. But he, like, again, growing as a coach, he had to realize, okay, I've got to like stop being so strong-willed and pig-headed virtually.
but wasn't
to get the
he?
best out of
Sorry,
myself.
but wasn't he the most controlling there? He wanted
That's-
to do nearly. He wanted to do everything.
Are you talking about Buckley or Voss?
Yeah, Nathan Buckley.
Yeah, Buckley. Yep. So that's what
Yeah.
he admitted. He wanted to
Yeah, he
control
wanted
everything.
to do everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was only when he delegated things out that the team actually benefited from other assistants pitching in with their ideas, strategically, tactically, everything. And I think Voss should have seen that, and maybe he has like elements of that, like just being like, all right, I need to control everything. We look at selection integrity. We look at the way things like match day tactics. It was non-existent. So it's probably no surprise that he was the same sort of mindset early as like a, you know, Bucks was back in the day. Sorry, Atush, I cut you off because what we were saying about the Nathan Buckley discussion.
I forgot. Loki. Yeah, I forgot.
Oh, that's right.
What
So
were you
good.
what were you talking about just before Nathan Buckley?
About in terms of like good players not making good coaches.
Oh yeah. Well, there's only one in history, and it was Lee Matthews. Great player, great coach.
Oh, of course, yeah.
It's the only one, you know. But everyone else sucked.
Possibly the greatest player of all time.
I don't know. Have you seen Frank
Yep.
Evans?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh,
Well, maybe he couldn't get the potential out of his list, but he wanted to control everything. I know that. I remember that.
you know what I love about this though? All of this is the past, and we have a new coach who's 11-2 in the last 3 months, and we just made a fucking wild card after being 1-8 to start the season.
100%. 100%. Like, Darren is actually likened it. He's a Bombers man, of course. Likens us. 2023 was like the Bombers in '93, slow start with the momentum. Maybe the Blues can build something special this year.
Like I said, we've gone this far. I don't care who we play. I know Collingwood's had the wood over us for quite a while now. Anything can happen. I know we forgot it. You know, we actually play all right on the Adelaide Oval, don't we?
No.
No?
No, we
You sure about
we
that?
struggle a fair bit.
So we have never beaten Adelaide, the Crows at Adelaide Oval since ever in history. So since Adelaide Oval's
Never.
been built, no, never.
So we've never
And
beaten Adelaide, but we've beaten Port. Yeah.
we've been in Port, and that was the first time in history in 2024.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a record then, isn't it? But look, I'm happy that we made it this far. Yeah, I'm happy. Atush wants us to go to the grand final, of course, but that's not going
I
to
think
happen. But
I think everyone should want that though. So
yeah. But I think the next couple of years are looking good for us. See how we recruit at the end of the year, see what players we get in, and start all over again. But the achievement for what Fraser's done this year has been just out of this world. And by the way, I don't know if you guys mentioned it, whether Damo, you mentioned that was our 13th. I think we broke our record, is it, for the number of quarters we've won in a row?
correct.
Yeah, there you go.
13 quarters in a row.
13 today.
13! As Hutto would say.
And Geelong's got the record, 22.
Yeah, okay. There you go. And that's the other thing. I spoke about it last week, that under Fraser, we've broken so many records. Have you noticed that?
Yep.
Like in terms of, the number of individual goal kickers. Against West Coast, I think we had the most uncontested possessions or something. I think it might have been in our history. Like, stuff like that, like, that, fuck, he's doing something good. If we're breaking new ground in our history, not recent history, but entire history, it's like, fuck, it's not a coincidence. Like, when you do it enough times, it starts to become a bit of a pattern. And as you say, Atush, it starts to become a bit more of a lifestyle, doesn't it?
That's it. This ain't a sugar hit. This is a lifestyle. I forgot I said that.
That's exactly.
Yeah,
100%. 100%.
That's good. Hey, all you little fucking dogs that were unhappy after those Essendon and Richmond games, being like, oh, it wasn't an impressive performance. Sometimes teams need to win ugly, and I bet you aren't complaining about those wins now. 4 points is 4 points.
Yep, exactly right. Yeah, no team goes like through the peaks and troughs. Like every team has that in their season. Like Brisbane have had it. Like they've been renowned for it. Like the back part of seasons, they've the middle part of the year, they've kind of gone to shit, and then they've come good in the back part of the year. Their past 2 years, they could do it again this year. So, and win another flag back to back to back. So even quality sides have it, and you've got to have those, those wins that you just, creep across the line.
Okay. Wait, I'm going to share my screen. You were bringing up like stats we've never done before.
Oh yes.
I've got this on
Please
Instagram. Shout out Jim Footy on Instagram. Amazing posts by him.
Oh yes, classic.
This is some of it. So this is some of the stats. So this is after Brisbane game. So this was only in the Brisbane game, right? So overall points scored, that's the 9th highest since 1999. Points from turnover, 78. That's the 7th most in the last 10 years. From clearances, 69, 4th most in the last 10 years. And defensive half, 7th most in the last 15 years. So it's shit we've never done before. Like, when do we score off? I say this all the time. When do we score off turnover and punish teams? That's not a Carlton thing to do. It never is. So shout out James Footy for getting these stats. Go check him out on Instagram.
That's a cracker.
Yeah, crazy
that is
stats.
A cracker.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't.
I mean,
we don't punish each other, right?
We were struggling to kick 70 points.
Oh, bro.
Think about it. We were struggling to kick 70 points. What was around the 60-something mark? And then bang, Fraser comes in and we're kicking 150 whatever points it was against them. There was another thing, by the way, today, is that this is the second time that there's been 2 draws in a round since 1977. There's another one.
I was just thinking that. I'm like, when was the last time we had 2 draws in
1977? Yes.
Wow. Which
is, it's a rare thing.
If you think about, I can't believe we drew. I keep forgetting we drew. I just keep thinking we won.
Exactly. Well, it's virtually a win. So it's a win in the context of the season. So fuck, we'll do whatever. People tuning in as well. I haven't said it across. Fuck, we've been going for almost 3.5 hours. It's a fucking marathon. But thank you for joining us.
My question is, why do you go live when Terry's live? Because it's going to take viewers away, mate. Why don't you do it on a different time slot?
I know. But normally, I just do a post-match thing. Probably saves me a bit of time to do another post-match review. So,
okay, fair enough.
Yeah, that's probably the main reason. And it's like, it depends in terms of how much time I have on a Monday. Sometimes I've been having my post-match reviews coming out on like a midweek on a Wednesday, which
Yeah.
is kind of like a bit too late. So because I've got this to do, I've got the Super Coach Edge I need to do as well.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a bit of a balance. But I always say, go and check out Blue Abroad, which 100% like he's the man for it. And you know, once you've once he finishes up, jump across and check out every other channels as well. That's the way to do it. He's got the hard hat on.
Yeah. Did you say you're doing a live tomorrow, Tush?
Not Monday night. Probably not.
Wednesday nights you do your little lives, isn't it?
Yeah, Wednesday night. Go check out me and Bowl of Truth. That's a shameless plug.
Yes.
But
And you're right, Rainer, as well, because I think did Bull of Truth do a live post game tonight?
he goes live. He always does a post match live review. So
Yeah. Then there's obviously the Jumper Punch Boys. There's
Yeah, but
there's another
the
one as
Ball
well.
of Truth doesn't go live for long, though, does he?
an hour.
Well,
An
yeah,
hour?
but I think I can partly blame you, Jack, for me going so long. I was actually only supposed to be doing this for like an hour or so. So-
What did I do wrong? You brought a Tush
No,
up.
no.
It's all over then.
yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. Nah, I would not want to have you blokes on. So you've obviously added a fair bit. Otherwise, I would have wrapped it up early days. So no, I appreciate both of you boys coming on. Just to filter through and we might wrap it up ever so soon as well because I need to get some sleep. Rainer says our first win at Adelaide Oval was against Freo. Jeez, how about that? It's pretty
Which
crazy.
would have been Gather round.
Need the panel's thoughts on that about Collingwood if they get Butters and Neil. If they get Butters, I think personally, you're totally right, Tush. Personally, I think the Pies, they have a list that is not
I
on par
fucking
with
love
West
you,
Coast,
bro.
but West
Fucking love you.
I'll get on board. But West Coast, like in terms of post their flag 2018, their talent was concentrated in their older players, which is kind of what Collingwood are at the moment. They got some young players coming through, like they showed that against Hawthorn, a couple of good players. But once their top end retire, they're going to drop away. So I think in terms of them, Butters, I totally agree with. But Neil, sorry, that punch.
Dramatic zoom in.
Exactly right. That was incredible.
Well, isn't
Neil-
still side bottom? He's retired this week, yeah?
Yeah. He's a cracking player, and cracking bloke as well. He was obviously at the club when I was there, and one of the gentlemen. So, which if you haven't checked it out, I know it's Collingwood, but their video they did with him retiring, it was so good. Like he was listening through for messages from his wife and kids. Fuck man, it's a tearjerker.
Did Sweet message him?
I'm a dad. I'm a dad now, so like it's probably part of the reason why you kind of feel emotional.
He
listening to
comes
that sort of
across
stuff,
like
but-
a nice bloke.
Yeah.
Did Swoop message him crying or
Probably.
just
Probably.
voice
He
message?
broke down fell to his knees.
So they'll
Classic.
lose their two oldest players, right? Pendlebury will retire as well, surely.
I think they're saying they might give him another year, but
Wow,
transition him
really?
into coaching. Yeah. But yeah, the good point here from Jonas is Voss gave up more 5 consecutive goals to the opposition than even the bottom of the ladder teams. No one can possibly defend that shit. Yeah, he was, again, tactically, we all know his failings and stuff there for sure. There you go. Yeah, Bugs, thanks for joining us.
There you go.
Yep, equal winning 13 quarters in a row today, which we
Yeah.
set not only for.
Amazing.
Don't get me
isn't
wrong,
it?
a new voice
Isn't it
helps, but
amazing?
Voss was turning the trajectory.
That's amazing, huh? 13 quarters in a row. It's amazing.
A Bug says, I heard you'll need a license soon to have a podcast.
I said this on fan cams. Like podcast equipment should be harder to get than a gun. You should need
Yeah.
to go with like extensive background checks or something. Like you need to pass an IQ test. Make it that an IQ test.
Jumper Punch went live. What? Oh, the emergency meeting, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Wonder if Pommy lost his pants again. Oh, Pommy doesn't. I was going to ask, now, because I've been meaning to ask Pom, does he get along to any games? Because he's a Melbourne lad, or does he live like out in Whoop Whoop? Do you know where he lives?
I know where he lives. Yeah, I know where he is.
He's
Does
further
he
in the
get
game
to
than
many
I am.
games?
No.
Oh, really? Oh, that's fair enough.
He
Because I was
doesn't
like,
go to
I know he
games.
does like, he does
the what is it? The follow-on
Watch
thing?
along.
the watch along,
watch
yeah.
alongs,
Because I know he does the watch alongs, and I was like, shit, does he get to many games? Like, I don't know if he's got like a,
No.
if he's a member or he just finds it hard to get there because circumstance and everything. It's just
It's like Andy from Anklesaw. He doesn't go to games. Actually, he had a dig at. He actually had a dig at people about that today.
What's that about not going to games?
I've actually put a comment there. I said, "Do you ever go to watch a game?" And so he had to go at comments saying that he never goes to games.
Oh, okay.
And then he turned around and said, "Oh, I've been to more games than you've had dinner and all that." Get that. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Shut up, Bugs. Shut up, Bugs. But we love a man that gives credit for jokes. So appreciate you guys.
Yep, exactly.
Why? What did you say? What is that about? What was the comment?
No, the podcast needs license things. I said that earlier on a different show. Yeah.
You on Terry's show?
It's on Fan Games, yeah.
You on Fan Games, yeah.
Is Terry still going?
Nah, he stopped. Going? He stopped when I jumped on. So I was one of the last people to go on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
You were the last person on there, were you?
Second last.
Bobby Hill is off the books.
I'll be, if I went to I mean, you got to give him credit, but if I went to a game and it's a whole day experience, and then having to come home and do fan cams, it takes a lot out of you, man.
Yeah, for sure.
It'd take a lot out of you, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I've got cocaine running through my veins or something, so I don't know. Never really bothers me.
Natural, yeah.
Yeah.
It's your adrenal gland is running in overdrive, so you just got adrenaline pumping through your veins 24/7. Yeah.
Yep.
I saw Terry literally on the way out. I said at the start, we're kind of in like the sea of people, like in the current of people, and he was going the opposite direction. And I had to do a double take. I was like, "Oh, Terry!" And I wasn't thinking. I was like, "How about that fucking win?" And then like he's like, "Oh yeah." And he's like, "Hold on a second." And I was like, "Oh wait, it wasn't a win."
Bro, it felt like a win. It felt like a win.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, what did I put? I wrote on the Facebook official page, I put, very lucky, but a draw is a win. Simple as that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they've got
greatest good points of my life.
It's hard to really react or what emotions. I mean, put aside that got us into the wild card, right? Put that aside. So just a normal draw, you don't know where your emotions are, right? Because you scratch your head. What do you do? It's a draw. And then the old extra time came up, sort of thing, right? Which I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you like extra time?
Nah, fuck that. I like a draw.
I'm not a fan of that.
I like it for finals. I like it for finals. Cool.
Yeah, finals. Yeah.
Why extra time?
Yeah.
In finals,
for finals, yeah.
They do it now, so.
That's incredible. Have two draws in a round. It's
Oh, I was just they're screaming. There we go. Was there?
It's Michael Voss.
Yeah, it's Michael Voss. It sounded like Flanders from The Simpsons when he's like, purple drapes. Purple, I always love purple drapes. And it's actually Michael Voss. Yeah, I was just going to say with regards to that, off the back of what Jonas has said there around Neil being free, like he is like a free agent. Yes, so they've got money, they've got salary cap space, as you were talking about, Todd. But with Butters, in all likelihood, Port will match whatever the offer is. So it's going to force Collingwood, if he chooses Collingwood, into trading for him. And they don't quite have the assets, draft-wise, the draft capital, to trade for Butters. So, and Butters has always said he's going to try and look after Port because he's a good bloke and, try and get the best deal for them in return. So I personally think he's going to go to the Dogs still.
Is
Butters
Butters
will be able to.
Is Butters a SA boy or Victorian?
He's Vic.
He'll come back here then.
Yeah.
They all do.
Yeah.
They all do.
He's
also pretty good.
Come here. He's also pretty close with Tim Clark, who's not our midfield coach. He's one of our coaches.
Is he?
Yep. I think he's our development coach, Tim Clark.
No, he's a midfield coach.
Nah, Lee Adams is our midfield coach.
You sure about that?
He used to be. I think he used to be midfield, yeah. And he's
Petra.
first in. Petra. G'day, Petra. How are you, mate?
Hey,
pretty
Petra,
well.
how you doing, brother? Petra made one of my recipes. He's a good bloke, Petra.
Yes, I watched that video as well. I've been meaning to ask you, Jack, with that
Yeah.
that peppercorn, the green peppercorn, that looked
Yes.
amazing.
Now, well, Petra. That's why I gave Petra a shout out because
There
in
you
a
go.
live stream
Flex smash,
in a live
darling.
stream recently, Petra asked me what my favourite dish was to make. So I went back in time and thought, it's called oeuf pois, right? That's the sauce, okay? So French terminology that we used to use. So ribeye, red meat, we do it for ribeye and we do it for a chicken, yeah? So you can do it with if you bought like a steak, you can put it on the steak as well, right? So, and he asked me in the chat, he goes, "What's my favorite?" I thought, well, one of my popular dishes was uh, a chicken and a ribeye with a fresh green peppercorns sauce. Now, to get those peppercorns, if you're going to make it right, go to the salt section at Woolies. That's
Yep.
where you find the jar. Okay, it's a little jar. That's fresh green peppercorns, right? And just follow what I do.
Yeah, cool. Easy.
Yeah.
I'll give it. Can you use So if you use the normal black peppercorns, it's not the same flavor.
That's the
Assume not?
no. You can still use black peppercorns, but you can't use them whole because they'll break your teeth.
Ah,
Right? You got to
gotcha.
grind.
So
You
the
got to grind
green,
them.
so the green a bit
Fresh
softer,
green,
does it? Yeah.
you can eat the green peppercorns because they're fresh. Yeah, they're soft. But as you saw me, I was flattening some down to release more of the flavour because
Yeah,
the
gotcha.
flavour out of those is sensational. It's just a beautiful dish, right? Beautiful sauce. But yeah, you can do it with a ribeye or any cuts of steak, or you can do it with a chicken. It's up to you.
There you go. Jonas says Tush's favorite dish to serve is a knuckle sandwich.
Fuck it up. Fuck it up.
With
That's
a
great.
side serving of the belt. The
So
side serving
if
of
you
the
got
belt. Well, that's the
if you got
appetizer.
some cognac or brandy, so when you fry your chicken,
Ooh, now we're
when you
talking.
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
you fry your chicken, what's a proper sauce to do the poivre? The proper way to do it is with alcohol. So you deglaze the pan. After you fried the chicken, you deglaze in the pan, right? It's a flambe where it flames up, but you just add a little bit and scrape all the fond from the bottom. Don't throw all that out. Don't ever throw the fond out on the bottom. Okay, that's where all your flavour is. And you can use cognac or a little bit of brandy. That's all you need. It's not that hard. And then you
Gotcha.
start your sauce. And then you start building the flavour. Start your sauce.
Very good. I'll have to
Right.
give it a whirl.
Yeah, all you
Give
need
it
is
a
cream. All you need is cream and the peppercorns. Really, that's it. Some butter,
yeah.
olive oil. That's it.
Yeah. So what's
But
the fond?
taste.
Is that literally because I noticed you didn't change the oil after you'd
I
cooked
did.
the
I threw.
I did.
I threw. I tipped out most of the oil, but left
Yeah.
the fond on the bottom. I didn't wash the pan. That's what
So is
sticks
the
to.
fond like
What
the
comes out.
caramelized?
Yes, it comes out of the
Ah,
meat. Comes out of the meat.
yep.
Sticks to the bottom of the pan, and then
Gotcha.
that's when you deglaze it and you start scraping it. That's all your flavour there.
Yeah,
But when
nice.
you put your chicken or beef to rest on the side when you're making your sauce, you'll find the juices will come out of the meat. Throw them in as well. All right.
Yeah.
Throw them into the sauce. That's all your flavour.
Well, ladies and gents, tuning in, go and check out Chef Jack's channel off the back of that because
I'm just
that sounds delicious.
I'm just
It
a
is.
cook. I'm just a cook these days. I'm not a chef anymore. I'm
No,
retired.
you're always
I'm not.
once a chef, always a chef in my eyes, Jack.
Nah. It's all over for me. What do you think of cooking and all these fancy fucking oils we never heard of? Well, yeah, I understand avocado oil, rice bran oil. There's all different types of oil. Um, because those sort of oils are neutral and a high burn point. Where if you cook with olive oil, it's too much of a burn point for olive oil. It'll burn too quick. So we've got all these neutral oils that we can use, apart from canola and vegetable, which I don't use. Um, but yeah, they're all a lot of fancy, even flavored oils they got now. It's endless now. What they use, but I'm an extra virgin olive oil man myself, and I actually mix a drink with olive oil. Do you know that, Atush?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the liver. For the liver.
The liver, yeah, I've heard that, yeah.
Getting educated
Have to.
tonight.
Have to, yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Nah, but it depends what you're cooking, though. Is that Jonas? Masturbate?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it depends. It depends what you're cooking. What are you going to fry, or it just depends, really.
But butter burns too quickly. Butter, like
Yes, butter burns too quickly, but you can clarify butter. Right, so you get a whole stick of butter, chuck it in a little pot, let it melt, and all the residue will come out. That's what burns. And then you'll have yourself clarified butter. And you can actually cook with it, and it won't burn as easy as if it was just normal butter. You can buy ghee, which is clarified butter, and use that
ghee,
as well. Right?
Oh, cool.
Which is a lot of I think the Indians use the ghee for their curries and stuff like that.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, Maillard reaction, but you're just scraping it all off the bottom of the pan. You never throw that away. Petra is my kitchen hand. Yeah, as good old what's that chef's name is Pierre, whatever his name is. John
Master
Pierre,
chef?
whatever. Jean Pierre is a French chef out of the US. The one that says onion, that guy. Ever heard that guy? He's a funny bloke, mate. But he's a good chef.
Yeah.
Ghee smells. Well, when you cook it, it's all right. When you start cooking with it. But yeah, I don't do fancy stuff on my channel. I don't. Look, home cooking and restaurant cooking are two different things. Trust me. What I do at home, I don't do in a restaurant. It's similar, some of the dishes that I made, like the peppercorn sauce, but it's presented differently and things are put on the plate differently. I'm not going to stuff around with garnishes and fancy plating and eat with your eyes with only a little bit. I worked in a French restaurant in Carlton years ago. It was a gallery restaurant. The owners were millionaires. They were loaded, yeah. And there, a minimum meal was $100. So you eat and you get nothing on a plate. French restaurant, that's the way it is.
Yeah, the small portion size of like something.
you eat with your eyes because it's the way we present it on the plate.
Todd wants to desperately know, I don't know why, but he says, do you use oil or butter before cracking a fried egg? There you go, Todd.
I use butter. When I cook a fried egg, I don't use oil. I use butter. More flavour.
Yeah, I use butter, like French toast. The
butter
with the egg. Butter.
You can
Always
mix
butter.
both. You can put extra virgin olive oil, a little bit of that, and some
I've
butter.
done it in the past, yeah.
Yeah. But I butter more flavour, more flavoursome with butter.
Yeah.
Ask me how to cook a snag, I wouldn't know.
And low temp, yeah. Well, Rainer, I'm exactly the same. Speaking of food and speaking of what you've your experience and knowledge there, I actually haven't eaten dinner either. So I'm probably should go and eat dinner. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Me neither. No.
Two Aussie, just quickly. Two Aussie is funny bloke. Have you seen his channel?
Funny bloke. He's blocked me on both
Is
of my
he blocked
channels.
you?
Yeah, I was one of his first subscribers back in 2000. You know what that guy did? You want me to tell you?
Yeah, go ahead.
He used to stalk my girlfriend, that bloke.
Really? Two Aussie?
Yep. This is back in 2018. He used to, on her channel, he used to stalk her all the time. He's a shifty bloke. Don't worry about that. He's a flog, mate. He's an absolute
people
flog.
call him out. Yeah.
He's an absolute
what he does
flog.
at Tush is have a look, Two Aussie. He goes and just like virtually eats like just fucking fast food shit. And instead of being like a proper food reviewer, which there are people out there who like people that are reviewing
I know
Wendy's
this guy.
and stuff, and
I know
and he's
him.
like, "G'day, legends, Two Aussie here," and he just like talks about literally him eating like a local Chinese place and everything else. But people get into him, and I'm like,
because he eats McDonald's all the time. He eats KFC all the time. He always eats the fast foods. How that guy is not a diabetic? I'm a diabetic, by the way, but how
100%.
that guy is not a diabetic has got me baffled.
Yep. 100%. Greg Kitchen does some. He's a funny bloke. Greg Kitchen. He's huge. He is huge. This bloke. He's like a food. He's not a reviewer as such, but he's actually a chef. I think Greg Kitchen.
No, he's not.
He's not.
No.
Oh, I thought he was I thought he was a former chef.
Well, he did a review on something recently, and he didn't know what an ingredient was when every chef should know what it is.
Ah,
He's not a chef. He just got
that's
lucky.
like
He got lucky back in the day. He got lucky. Trust me.
yeah.
He got lucky with subs. Yeah, he got lucky back in the day. Trust me.
Yeah, if you, especially in that space, you have to be like one of the early people creating a channel.
Yep, correct.
And he's
Correct.
built from. There's actually a guy in the
Correct.
US now. I know we veered off Carlton completely, but there's a guy in the US. I should link you. Fuck, he's amazing. His production quality. Now working in production, I was blown away. It's this older dude, probably around about your age, Jack, and he actually goes around and does like a full-on review of burgers. Like he does like a review. He buys whatever, goes home, has it on like this little rotating table, and like does like a speed ramp where it like spins around quick and then slows down, and it's like all scripted and stuff. But then he does like a cut up of like the burger in like different angles and stuff, and his camera angles are incredible. I'm like, his production quality is through the roof, and
Well,
he's like, he's a
the big-
sensation on Twitter.
The big channels, and the guy that lives out in the mountains. I don't know if you've seen that guy. Is Uzbekistan? He's in or somewhere. He's out in the mountains, and he makes these big giant steaks and all that. You've probably seen him. They've all, excuse me. They've all got production teams. All these big channels have all got production teams, right? So the person that's doing the food and that, they don't film. It's a production team behind the scenes, like you. You go and film stuff, yeah?
Yep.
Same thing. They all got production teams, those big channels, right? Because they can afford
they
to
do.
have them. Yeah.
Exactly. That's why. Well,
What is
Jack,
that?
if
Too
you need-
Aussie?
It's
What's that?
yeah. He always says his sayings are you can never be too Aussie. But he was talking about him, and he said his girlfriend. You know, his girlfriend.
Yeah,
that was
Liz.
in some of his videos.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Liz.
she looked like
Yeah,
a really
Liz.
nice girl. They're no
Yeah.
longer together, I assume.
No. She pissed him
What
off long
happened there?
ago. She pissed
Oh,
him
really?
off. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he likes a bit of a,
Well, that's the drink. Yeah.
And the funny thing is, I think the last time he blocked me was on this channel, right? And I made a comment which people... I made this comment, right? Listen to this, Atush.
Yeah.
The bloke sits there, has either a burger or whatever, a pie or whatever in his hands, and he goes to take a bite. He takes 3 bites in one shot. So I watched him one day, not long ago, when he blocked me, but I made a comment. I said, mate, when you take a bite of your burger and stuff like that, you make impressions like Marty Feldman. One eye over there and one eye over there. Have you noticed that?
Which one is that?
Marty Feldman. You ever seen Marty
Yeah.
Feldman?
They're the
One
lazy
eye
eye.
over there and one eye over there.
Yeah.
Is this
So when-
are you talking about?
Two
Are you
Aussie.
talking about which? Oh, two
Two
Aussie.
Aussie.
Yeah.
When he takes a bite, one eye's over there and one eye's over there. And then people
Yeah.
started copying my comment.
It's like the old saying: one eye on the mantelpiece, one eye on the pot, one eye on the mantelpiece.
Oh,
One eye down
mate.
here, one up there. Oh, classic.
She got rid of him. She left him. She
Wow.
wasn't going to be
Yeah.
a dummy sitting there with him. And by the way, she's vegetarian or vegan. Sorry,
Yeah.
she's
Yeah,
fully
she's
vegan.
vegan,
God.
Fully
Wow.
vegan. Yeah.
Match made in heaven, huh?
So who knows where she is? But
yeah.
she pissed him off, and I don't blame.
Yeah,
her.
because he's got a son as well. Like his son's featured
Yeah.
a couple of times in some of
Yeah,
his.
but-
Fuck, my camera's gone all fucking 1 pixel. don't
Yeah,
know
I was
why.
going to say, well, it's zoomed in as well. What the fuck's going on?
It does this. I don't know. It's probably saying to me we've been on for too long, which is probably fair enough.
Have you
Which
ever
are you picking up on,
Have you ever seen a cleaner kitchen than what he's got? He's got nothing in it. He's got
Oh, no,
nothing
yeah.
in his. He's got
Yeah, 'cause he
nothing in
buys
his
everything.
kitchen. He's got a toaster. He's got a microwave. He's got an air fryer. That's it. Everything's
Yeah, the air fryer. He's air
spick
fried some KFC and stuff.
What is this point of view? You're so close to the camera.
I have no idea. We're gonna wrap it up. Got to wrap it up though.
Regina, yeah, but yeah, he comes out with all. He starts talking like an Italian and a German, and get out of here, will you? I mean,
Yeah, I know he's a
he
bit like that.
blocks a lot of
Well,
people. He actually blocks a lot of people,
I
right?
reckon he does. He gets a bit of hate. Well, I've
Well,
been given the wrap up as well, which is
no worries.
probably fair
Thanks
enough
for
because we
having
go
us on
eat
the
something.
show for so long, anyway.
No worries. Thanks, ladies and gents, and thank you, Atush. Thank you, Jack, for joining
No
us
worries at
for as
all.
long as we
No
are.
worries.
It's about 2 hours, probably nearly 3 hours past what I was actually planning to go on for. But no, I appreciate it. Todd
No worries.
Jonas knows how to fuck up a screen. That's for sure. Yeah, well, you can't see my crop
Ooh.
jumping now because I've zoomed in for some reason. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. What is going on?
All right, boys. I'll see you later. Yeah. See everyone in the chat. Bye bye. Thanks, Dave, mate. That's whoosh.
Catch you, Jack. Love you, bro.
See you later, brother.
See you, Jack.
Love you too, brother.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thanks for your time.
No worries. No worries at all.
It says my camera is. There we go. I don't know why. Oh, here we go. I'm back.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. I'm back. I had to disconnect and then reconnect. Pants off stream, says Jonas. Yeah, we'll do that another time. But Todd's bloody going hard. Loves it. Yeah, we'll have a dedicated. What's that? What do you got? Pants off stream. Night. Thank you, Jack. Appreciate it.
There you go. Pants off.
Oh, he's done it. Is he go pants off? That's just for you. That's just for you.
There you go.
Jonas.
Just for you.
Geez, you've been with us the entire time virtually as well, and as have you, Atush. I think you've been with us for about 45 minutes or thereabouts. We were streaming for, and bang, you're here, and you're here for like 3 hours. So appreciate your longevity. Considering we were only planning to go for an hour or so, but how could we not? Thank you as well, Tim, for joining us for as long as you have. Petra, likewise
we just
as
made
well.
wild card. You got to celebrate. We just made wild card. You know,
Oh,
like you got to do
100%.
this shit. You know, fireworks.
Oh yeah.
You got balloons, all that, bro. All that.
In fact, you've even got this. You've got the round of applause. And with that, we're going to say it's supposed to be a gong. Even though I played halfway through, I don't know why. You could say that our hearts were during the game. When we're talking about Jack Silvani.
This is Jack Silvani right now. Hang on, there we go. There you go. Sorry.
Hello, darkness, my old friends. And this is what we're talking about. The who was it that censored themselves saying bald?
Foil Grim Timmy.
That sent me. That was comment of the night. I don't know why. That really got me. I don't know. I've never seen someone censor themselves from the word bald.
Yeah.
But with that, I haven't said it once throughout the 4-hour stream almost. But if you have joined us, if you've enjoyed it, if you've been entertained, please give us a like, give us a sub, and likewise to you, great man, Atush. Where can people find you and your fine work?
Check out the YouTube channel. There'll be a live review coming out soon. There'll be a vlog too, so I'll vlog the whole game. It's gonna be
yes.
It's incredible. It was a good one this time, so I sat with my mate Andrew from Bowl of Truth. But yeah, but on all the socials, you know, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Don't find me on Twitter. Twitter is usually where I call cunts out to fight me. So everywhere else other than Twitter.
Yeah, that's worth it. That's worth it. Unless you want to fight.
Yes. No one here will want to fight. Only Carlton, only fans, maybe. Todd, you'd like that, wouldn't you?
Oh, you would. Todd's going, buddy. Todd's going hard in the chat. Missed first 20 minutes, didn't know it was on. Well, apologies, John. I normally tweet it, which I think I did. I tweeted it. So make sure you're following us on Twitter, Jonas.
Yeah.
But
get around Damo as well.
The Discord.
Get around Damo as
thank
well,
you.
by the way, guys. Hit the like button. Sign up to a membership if you can. Super chat, all that. Because there's like 4 hours. Live 4 hours on a Sunday. It's fucking midnight, bro. 12:30. So not many other YouTubers would do this. Yeah.
Need to get to sleep. This is Terry style stuff, which I've no idea how he does it now. I have lived it, and I still don't know how he does it. But what I do know is that the people that have contributed in the chat throughout have kept this going for as long as we have with the discussion, and everything else. So, Alan, thank you for joining us as well, mate, and for your support as always. He's going off Todd again. I don't know why. Good job for including the viewers' comment. I mean, always like to include everyone because not everyone is keen to jump on like your fine self, Atush, and that's totally fine. Have a look, Todd. I will be doing a live stream. I was going to do it tonight, but this stream's got a bit longer than what I was initially planning. So I will do the live stream for my team talk over on Supercoach Edge. So check that out. And obviously, if you're subscribed, you'll see the notification come up. Only Carlton, not only fans, exactly. Pledge your allegiance to, I don't know what that is. Chelsea Green. I don't know. Is it a porn star? Sounds like it.
Wrestler.
Oh, okay. There you go. That's one fine piece of ace. Yeah, exactly. A bit of Billy Madison, of course. But Atush, thank you, mate. I bid you farewell. Bidding everyone else farewell. Appreciate everyone's love, support, everything else. Until next time, we'll catch you in the next one. Go Baggers.
Have you ever